I am live. We'll see if I actually am. Let some people get on here. I know it's early morning right now. For those of you tuning in after the fact, after we've already went live, maybe you watching the replay, the plan is to do some creek fishing out here this morning until it gets unbearably hot, which probably won't be too long today. I think it's supposed to be 90 something with humidity ungodly. But just got lines out here a few minutes ago and in a creek right now. So we'll let some people get logged on. We'll interact with some people and hopefully catch some fish on today's stream. So we'll see how it goes. Old Man on the Hill says I'm live. There's Levi Williams. Getting a few people in here, looks like. It's early morning, unannounced live stream. I'm pretty much just depending on people having their notifications turned on to get any awareness that I'm actually live. I hate planning in advance and then having people expect it and then me not have cell phone service or something happen, you know. So I'll come out, I'll go fishing. If I got service, we go live. That's how we roll. AT&T don't like me going live very often, so. I got all kinds of activity out here in front of me. Shad are flipping everywhere up in here. We'll see if there's any carp back in here, maybe some catfish. I got 5 rods out right now. We got a little bit of shade, got to take advantage of it. The sun's behind these trees over here. Hey, Matt LeClaire, buddy. Matt LeClaire done hooked me up. $20 spot. Thank you so much, Matt. I hope you're still in the chat box. Looks like you left that before the stream started. So thank you, Matt. Matt's a new club member. He signed up in the last stream. Yeah, y'all, we're just going to try to have a little fun out here today and hopefully get a fish to bite before it just gets unbearable. We're supposed to have some storms this evening. There ain't a cloud in the sky right now. I'd ideally like to be on the other side of this creek channel over here on that other bank. That way I could hit there's kind of little flat areas on each side. This right here comes out a little bit that you can't really see on camera. And there's little flats and I could basically fan cast all the way around through here. But the problem with setting up over there right now is the fact that there ain't no clouds. So we're gonna be in direct sun and well, this phone will overheat like that. So we come to the other side of the creek over here where I got a little shade, can be a little bit more comfortable. And I imagine we'll catch some fish over here. Let's see if Matt was still, okay. Yeah, there's Matt LeClaire. Thank you so much for that super chat, Matt. Appreciate that, man. He hit me up before we even got started today, so thank you so much, man. Thanks for joining the club last live stream, too. There's Levi Williams. Sebastian from Germany. We got them watching all over the world. First thing in the morning. It's 8 a.m. here in Eastern time zone, United States, but they watching all hours of the day around the globe. There's Spencer Lashmet. Jack's Cracked YouTube. Real cool fisherman. There's Brian B. What's going on, Brian? Hey, there's Big Mike in the house too. What's happening, Mike? Creole catfishing, bone fishing, my friends, stopping in before OSHA class. Lord help him. Thank you so much for that, Creole. Creole's going to have a long day of boredom, y'all. Oh, OSHA classes or something else. Glad you could stop in though, Creole. Well, you ought to tell your OSHA class to put me on the TV screen this morning. We can tell them what not to do. Tell people how to get some workers' comp. There's Rodney watching from work. Lord, am I everybody gonna be getting fired up in here? There's Cato 13 with the dumb question. Yeah, I just did a video recently catching some catfish on chicken. Plus I've got videos from years ago using chicken. So we're starting out with some winners first thing. Big Mike said he just started loading some trucks. You got a long day ahead of you, Big Mike. There ain't a cloud in the sky here. I'm sure it ain't none there either. It's going to be hot. Billy Daltrey, what's going on? He says, good morning, Justin. Can you give a shout out to my brother, Jerry Ballard? I'd love to, Billy. Shout out Jerry Ballard, man. Thanks for watching. And thank you, Billy, for being in the club and supporting the channel. Zachariah McKeon, come on down to South Carolina. Let's hit a carp lake, win you some. Yeah, I don't do that whole pay lake stuff, Zachariah. I think they're stupid. I wish they'd all get shut down. And so we ain't doing no pay lake garbage. We're going to hide a porno site first thing too. 8 a.m. in the morning, the porno sites are awake. Hey, Pontoon Jody says, hi, Justin. Wanted to say hello. Company owner in today, so I have to work. Good luck. Well, thank you, Jody. Hope you have a good day. The Creole says he's the instructor of that OSHA class, so he might get me some extra views. Hey, what's going on, Keith? Says, good morning, Justin. Stuck in some bad traffic. Wish I was there fishing. Where are you stuck in traffic at, Keith? Up in Knoxville? I'm down in Loudon today. I come down 75, didn't hit no traffic. Justin Young from Fayetteville, Arkansas in the house. He about to buy a kayak, he said, and I've cost him some money. There's Benjamin. Says, how's the catfishing been over your way? Slow on Kentucky Lake and Nickajack. I ain't been catfishing lately, Benjamin. I may go tomorrow or Thursday if weather allows. I think we're supposed to have storms tomorrow, but I've pretty much been ultralight fishing and carp fishing lately. David Tidwell from Mississippi. He says, good morning from Mississippi. Hit me with a $19.99. Well, thank you, David. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day out there in Mississippi. Out there in the land of the casinos. I reckon them casinos are still there. We got Tim Reap 3R. Tim Reaper. He says he's watching me at work. Everybody's watching me at work today. I guess technically I'm at work too. Some of y'all having a more productive day at work than I am. Well, Lord, we've had lines out now for 10 minutes and I ain't got a bite. I had hoped to maybe come out and get some baits in and make sure I was catching fish before I went live, but then I got out here kind of late and I saw that I probably wasn't going to have an hour or two that I could keep this phone running in the sun. And I thought, well, I better just go ahead and go live now. Not wait on the fish to get me started. Lord, we got Ed from Oklahoma. $49.99. He says, good luck, buddy. Listing in under the Weldon hood. Boy, Ed's working hard today too. It's early out there in Oklahoma, Lord. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning out there. Thank you so much, Ed. Ed, longtime viewer. He watches all the time. Big supporter of the channel. There's Donald and Douglas Medlin in the house too. Thank you so much, Ed. Man, y'all loading me up first thing in the morning here, 8 o'clock in the morning. We got people in here. Chat box is filling up quick. I don't need to schedule these things. There's always somebody online. There's James Wilmoth. Oh, everybody, Keith, he's on Interstate west of Paper Mill Road. If y'all coming through Knoxville today, y'all's apparently about to hit some traffic. All the truck drivers that watch my show, you better divert. Keith's up there stuck in it. Pontoon Jody says she went into the settings on YouTube and typed those bad words in the block and keeps the bots from coming. Jody, God Almighty, I've got about 3 paragraphs worth of words typed in. I don't know what they're, what I'm not putting in that's not flagging them. I added prize and giveaway the other day to hopefully eliminate those people doing the fake giveaways and stuff. I may have to figure out what these porno companies are advertising. Add those words too. Casey Mitchell's headed to Lake Watery next weekend. Well, good luck, Casey. Bill Jediah says, do you have any videos where you fish a bluff wall? Well, probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know off the top of my head, but I fish bluff walls some, so I'm sure I do. I got so many videos on here now, it's hard to remember what's what, unless it's just a real memorable trip, you know. Norman says, I'm going to get everybody fired at work. I probably am. Listen, y'all the ones tuning in, y'all getting yourself fired. It ain't me. Hoosier fishing. He ain't reeling in no fish either. He's watching from the kayak this morning. Hey, thank you, Ted. Yeah, that was yesterday's video. That was a good trip. I got some more videos coming out in the next few days, and next week it's some where I really got on them too. I hope we get on some out here this morning. It's a different creek I'm in today from where I've been. The other creeks I've been in lately, I hit 2 of them really hard and got some videos in those 2, but I don't have enough cell phone service in there to be able to go live from. I tried going live from one of them last week and went live for an hour, buffered dang near the whole time. The replay was terrible quality. I deleted it. So thought I'd try this, because at least the one perk of this creek is AT&T at least does have a few bars of service out here. These people live up here in these houses behind me. They can actually call somebody from their house. There's my mom in the house. James Shuey in the house. Sean Chili. He says, epic broken nose paddlefish catch. Thank you, buddy. That was definitely a memorable one for sure. Brett Paget, watching from the Peach State. I like South Carolina peaches better than I do Georgia. I don't know how Georgia got known as the Peach State, because South Carolina peaches are better. That's just my opinion, though. Marvin Mangum in the house. Craig Hanley's got a question here. He says, good morning, Justin. I was wondering what the minimum water depth for Old Town needs for the motor. Craig, I don't know off the top of my head, but I think it's 18 inches. I think you got to have at least 1.5 feet for the clearance of that prop, I think. 2 foot's probably a safer bet. You also got to remember too that your motor's going to be pushed down a little farther in the water just in the kayak, because the kayak's going to be sitting in the water 6-8 inches or so, and the motor down under that. So got to take that into account too. So I'd 2 foot's probably a safe bet. Got Cool Cat says Twitter, they're saying 80% bots. Yeah, I ain't surprised. There's a lot of bots on YouTube too, and Facebook, and Instagram. My email blows up every day with spam offers from them bots. Benjamin says, I don't blame you for not catfishing. Been out since 7 p.m. yesterday. 2 blues, so forth. Yeah, I think we got the full moon. Look, I don't know if it was full moon last night or tonight. It looked pretty full at my house when I went out to pee about 10 o'clock last night. So I hate catfishing on the full moon, and especially right now with the spawn. Spawn's about to wrap up here where I'm at. We'll be back to some better fishing here anytime now. But I'm gonna get back after the cats here soon. Maybe tomorrow if weather allows. Definitely in the next week or so. Got Christy Sherrod. Hoosier Fishing and Grill in Indiana says he needs a transducer arm for his kayak. He ruined his transducer by mounting it underneath his Old Town. Yeah, I keep hoping that Old Town will make a better they need a cover. That recessed area, it needs to be further up in there, and they need a cover for it. Old Town is owned by Johnson Outdoors, which also owns Humminbird Electronics, and they own Minn Kota Motors. So Old Town makes their kayaks, their transducer area is basically fitted for Humminbird transducers. Well, the problem is a lot of people don't use Humminbirds. They use Lowrance or Garmin, and everybody's transducer size is a little different, and the neck on those transducers, some of them are real short, some of them are at an angle, some of them are longer, and so when you get those longer transducers, it hangs down too far under the Old Town kayak, and you can pulling up on the bank, or I damaged one of mine. I broke the mount on my big water kayak. I had it up under there because I hit it on my trailer, taking it off the trailer. I caught the edge of that transducer. So I just got mine on an arm off the side now on my, well, I used to. I took my graph completely off of my other Old Town kayak, but I had it going off an arm just specifically for that reason. We got ICAST coming up next week. I'm curious to see what gets launched. Old Town had been working on something I'd heard through the grapevine, and I know they had a working prototype several months back, and so I don't know if they've had any issues, how far along they are in the process, but companies typically launch products at ICAST, and I'm curious to see if they launch that new product. It's going to be pretty cool if they do. I hope they got all the kinks and everything worked out. Let's see. David Tidwell says, you ever try a cell phone signal booster? I'm a logger and barely have service, but I got a booster and now I have service everywhere. I'm with AT&T. Yeah, David, I actually did. I bought a cell phone booster last year and hooked it up, and I didn't notice any difference. The thing with the boosters are, you can get a signal enough oftentimes to make phone calls, but having enough signal to be able to go live in high def on YouTube and put out the video, that's where you run into problems. And so the cell phone booster just didn't work for me. I didn't get any increase in video quality and less buffering and stuff like that. And you know, also too, it's just more crap to put in the kayak, more wires to run. You know, I had to run it off a battery. It was an ordeal. So yeah, hopefully AT&T will just put up some more damn towers. They spend all that money advertising 5G all over the TV set, and we can't get 3G out here. I think they're not appropriating their funds properly. Let's see, somebody hit me up with a David Bach, a super sticker, $4.99. Thank you, David. He says, how's it going? It's going well, my friend. Not on the fishing front just yet, but it's going well in life. I'm glad to have you in the stream, buddy. Thank you for that. Brett Paget says he agrees on the peaches. We mostly got red clay and fast swimming down here in Georgia. Ain't nothing wrong with the fast swimming now, Brett. Nothing wrong with that at all. Johnny Stevenson says he loves the carp videos. Thank you, buddy. We got Cornell from South Africa watching. Man, we got them all over the planet, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cornell. That's awesome. Will Loy in the house. What's going on, Will? Hey, there's my man from West Texas, Vivi Saldana. He says, good morning, buddy. Missed your last live video, but I'm here now supporting you 100%. Say hello to West Texas Hammer Down. Thank you, Vivi. Vivi's a truck driver, y'all. He's all over the planet. Like right here. Hey, Vivi, first one's for you, buddy. First one's for you, Vivi. We hooked Vivi Saldana, West Texas. We hooked up on the first one. I don't know how far we are into the stream, but skunk's getting out, man. Skunk's out. Hopefully some of them fast women down there in Georgia's watching today too. They'll be even faster. They watching me reel in these fish. They'll be all tore up. Women like fish catching. Let's see what we got here. What is that? That's common. That's a pretty good one too. Vivi, that first fish, buddy, this one's a pretty good one. He ain't fought a whole lot, has he? I wonder if he don't get a second wind here in a second. I guess I'll go ahead and net him here. I would have thought he would have fought a little more than that. But let's set this up here. Let's get that going. All right. All right, first fish. Let's see what we can do with it here. Nope. They always get fired back up when they see the net. Come here, Carp. We got a studio audience watching you. No. Lord, he's all over the place, y'all. Oh no, did he just come off? No, he's still on there. I thought I lost him. He saved his fight till right here at the kayak. Come here, Carp. I mean it now. Oh yeah, Vivi. Vivi Saldana's got him a good one right here. Nice, man. Nice carp. Let me get hold of you, Mr. Carp. Oh, hey. He don't like us, Vivi. This carp, man. He says he didn't sign up for this. He's gonna call his agent. Where's my pliers? Let me get my pliers out, boy. I ain't prepared. I've had some technical difficulties first thing. I got these new power poles here behind me. I'll be damned if one of the remote batteries ain't dead. Thankfully it came with a spare remote, and so I busted it out and was able to drop the power poles down. We got all kinds of stuff happening here today, folks. Let me get that hook out of the way. Let's hold this thing up for Vivi. First one here. This fish come along at the right time for Vivi. This fish heard West Texas and got all excited. This fish said he might be from Texas. He got kinfolk down there, Vivi. Shout out to your kinfolk, fish. There he is. Skunk's out. Oh, Lord. Okay. Dry my hands off here. We'll cast another bait out. We'll give these others a little while longer, and I may just refresh too, get some more pack bait out on those other rods. That's what the fish ate right there, was that fake corn. Right now, I've got all 5 rods out with corn. I do have some cherry tomatoes that we may put on if we get these fish feeding. Right now, as a live streaming YouTuber, my concern is always catching some fish. You know, nobody wants to get skunked or go an hour without catching fish or getting a bite. And so I put out all 5 rods with the bait that I thought I would have the best chance of catching something with. But if we really get these fish going, and I don't know how many carp are in here, or if we even will, but if we do, we'll throw out some tomatoes today. Okay. Here's just another glob of pack bait. That's breadcrumbs, corn, and jello. Winning combination's what that is. They stand up and fling it. All right. Got some slack there. All right. Back in business. First one's out. Let's see what we got here in the chat box going on now. Let me scroll back up to Vivi's comment. Oh, right here. Right here. We had another one get hit. Has he still got it? I'm gonna dedicate this one here in a minute to that next super chat. I think it might have been Laurel. I'll have to see here in a minute. I got to reel in some fish here first. We hooked up again, y'all. This one here I had cast real shallow. I'm currently sitting in less than 2 foot of water right here on the creek bank, and so I had cast this one straight out. So it's between 1 foot and 2 foot deep. These others over here are 3 to 4 foot deep, and then I got one on the left side of the kayak going down the other side of this bank. That's 1 foot or 2. This one here, I don't believe is as big as the other one, but he seems to be a little bit more wound up. Here he comes. Look at him coming this way. Oh boy, he's wound up, man. He's showing out. This fish here, heard about them fast women down in Georgia, and he's wound up tighter than a Georgia pine this morning. Look at him. He's smaller than the other one, but boy, he's got some more fight in him. That's another common. Let me get the camera back up here in the mount. Who was that other super chat before it disappears? I want to hit it. Dedicate this fish to whoever it was there. Laurel. It was Laurel H. Says, morning, Justin. It's been so hot in Oklahoma. I went fishing the other day, and the fish I pulled out were already cooked. I feel you, Laurel. It's been miserable here too. It's been a hot, humid summer. We're about to get this fish here for Laurel. Oh, Lord, splash me. Lord, you see that, y'all? That fish got me all down my neck and side of the face. Whew. Well, it's hot as blazes, so I don't really mind. Felt pretty good, actually. Just the shock of it. Yeah, this one here ain't very big. He's, let me get this hook out of him. There we go. Yeah, that one right there is small enough. If I was keeping some bait today for catfish, I'd probably keep him. Look at this streak on his back fin right there. He's got that streak of orange on him. Ain't that something? He's got some pretty colors there on the tail. What do you think, fish? Tell him hit the like button, why don't you? My God, earn your keep around here, fish. Yeah. That fish said he don't work for me. You can't get any free labor out of these fish. They won't do nothing for you. Let's see if we can get some more bait out on that rod now. And again, I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna cast it right over here. I had it basically just, right over here on the shoreline, and then I've also got one right here going down this way, kind of on the shoreline. And then these others are out here a little bit deeper. Just trying to space these baits out to cover some water and make sure we caught something this morning. Again, ain't nothing worse than being live on a fishing channel and not catching any fish. I've been there and done that. It ain't fun. I reached out to y'all. these method feeders and the carp gear I've been using, I get comments, people wanting links and, you know, all that stuff. And so I reached out to Big Carp Tackle. They're out there in Oklahoma, and they've got all these supplies and stuff. And I asked them if I could get hooked up in an affiliate program so I could put some links, you know. They ain't got no interest in working with me. Took them forever to respond, and when they did, they just said, we don't have an affiliate program, you know. So I got to find another supplier so I can hopefully get some links. And, you know, if I'm gonna send business to these companies, I ought to get a little kickback. That's how I feel about it. I'm hoping somebody will eventually put this stuff on Amazon. That would be the easiest. That would be the easiest way for everybody. Oh, Lord. Let's do that again. I flung that pack bait off the method feeder. Y'all didn't see that happen. Y'all didn't see that. That's like the equivalent of catfishing and casting your bait off the hook. Here's a little tip for you too on this pack bait. So I had this stuff in the refrigerator last night, and it's still a little cool here today. It don't pack as good when it's cold as what it does when it's warm. So, oh, I got another one here, y'all. I got another one. I got another one right here. Lord, I'm in bad shape, y'all. Let me get this. I want to get this and cast back out right fast, and then I'm going to pick up on that one. We'll find somebody else to dedicate a fish to this morning. Let's get that over there, get it over there beside us, and see if this one's still on. Oh yeah, he is. He's still on there. Let's reel in another one, y'all. Business is picking up. That's 3 fish pretty quick. We sat here a while. But now business is booming. It's another carp. I saw the orange. I'm hoping there might be some mirrors in here possibly. I've caught 2 mirror carp recently. Pretty good ways upriver from here. But I'm inclined to believe that there could be some more mirrors just sporadically all over this lake. Come on over here, carp. You old fish. You need to take a break in between biting so I can keep up with the chat box here. Yeah, this one here. I feel like he ain't really fought enough either. He's liable to take back off on me again. Let's put the camera back over here now. Move this out of the way. I think I want to land this one. I think we're going to land this one on the left. Let me go up around these other rods. He's wanting to take off the other way now. There we go. Come here, fishy. We're going to get this and in one swoop on the net. I'm confident in it. It's happening. It never happens, but it's happening. No. There he went. There he went. He just de-hooked himself in the net. Crap. Well, you know what? Y'all didn't want to look at that one, no way. Y'all didn't want to see that fish. That fish didn't want to see you. That fish is stuck up. He's arrogant. He didn't want to see you all this morning. And you know what? Y'all didn't want to see him either. He's got more friends out there though. Let me get this bait back out real quick. And then I'll get to that chat box some more. Doggone fish. He used that net. That fish right there, buddy. He's been watching some YouTube videos on how to de-hook. He was smart. He saw an opportunity and took it, buddy. Get some more on there. There we go. Bait of champions right there, going out. Pack bait, fake corn combo. Lord, got my line around my rod tip there. I'm a professional, folks. Always something going wrong on camera. All right, back in business on that rod. Get my drag loosened up. Tighten up these other lines here. All right. Well, we've now gotten bit on 3 out of the 5 rods. So it's about time for these ones on the left to go off now. Okay, I had read Laurel's comment, I think. So let me go up and find Laurel, and that's where I'll pick up here. We got a bunch of comments here I'm gonna be missing out on. Okay, there's Laurel. Dirt guy says, do you have an outhouse? You said you went to pee. Hell no, man, I pee off the patio, buddy. Got the fence up now, I ain't got to worry about the neighbors filming me and making money on the OnlyFans. Let me scroll down. Oh, Vivi says, you're awesome, buddy. Thank you for the good catch. Hammer down. Awesome. Vivi, I'm glad you saw that, man. There's Alan Edwards with 10, is that pounds? Is that the pound mark, Alan? Alan may be over there in England somewhere. Thank you so much, Alan. I don't know my currencies. That's how uneducated I am. I know dollar bills and pennies and dimes. Thank you so much, though, Alan. Alan, if you're still in the chat box, let me know where you're watching from today. Kevin's trophy catting and bassing. So they're going to have 23 days in a row over 102 down there in Dallas. I'm coming down there in November. I hope it cools off a little by then. Hey, thank you, James Wilmoth. Glad you like the videos. James says I need to give my mom a raise. Yeah, mom's cheap labor. She's a good moderator in here, works for free. Alan says, hi Justin, I wish you could feel the fight of a 20 pounder. It's great. I know they grow a lot bigger, but that's my best. Hey, that's a big fish, Alan, man. And you know, too, sometimes fish, I mean, I've caught catfish, 40 plus pounds that didn't fight very hard, and I've caught 20 pounders that fight like a freight train, So it's all about the individual fish. But man, that's a good fish you got there, Alan. Congrats. Thank you for that super chat there too, buddy. Got Levi Williams in here. There's Lynn with 1999. Thank you, Lynn. I've seen her and Will both in the chat box here this morning. They're longtime viewers. They like me. For some reason, they like Mark there with Deuces Wild, too. I don't know what they see in him, but I talked to him there yesterday. Me and him might be fishing, I think, Thursday. What's the day? Today's Tuesday. I think he was wanting to fish Thursday, possibly. So we'll see if that works out, if the weather allows. Thank you so much for that, Lynn. Fishing and Freedom says, do you use different baits for commons based on water temp or time of year or same all year? I don't know enough about carp fishing, to be honest with you. I've been using the pack bait this year. Prior to this, I've just used corn in the past and had good success with it. But this year I went to the pack bait from watching Catfish and Carp YouTube channel, and my catches have went straight up. And so I've just kind of been rolling with it pretty much every carp trip because I want to use it until it don't work anymore. I mean, people have been throwing recipes at me nonstop, but I'm like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm planning on using this recipe until they stop hitting it. And I kind of want to give it a full year just to learn, like, you know, because I don't know how they'll bite it in fall or the winter, you know. So this is it's all an experiment to me, Fishing Freedom. You're going to be learning as I'm learning. Hey, there's hooks and hammocks. Chris in the house, he says, time to work with Daniel, Justin's Big Red Method Leads. Thank you so much for that. I tried, man. I've been pestering the hell out of him about getting me some carp gear. But, you know, a lot of this stuff, these patents and whatnot on these designs, and two, it's hard to judge what the market would be for carp products here, since I don't have any ability to sell stuff on Amazon. Like, you know, when we were talking about making a rod and stuff, it's easy for me to go to Daniel or any other catfish company and be like, look, you know, this is the number of views I get. The number of views translates into this many clicks for these catfish items, whether it be rods, reels, hooks, etc. The number of clicks those gets generates this number of sales, and this is how much revenue. I can print off all of that on Amazon and show these companies, like, this is what I'm worth. This is what I bring to the table. This is what I can sell. With the carp products, don't know, because there's nothing on Amazon that's really worth using. And so therefore I can't link anything. And if I can't link it, then I can't track those clicks. And so it's hard for me to pitch stuff to Daniel or any other company when I don't really know how much I could sell. So it's a big risk for these companies, but I hope either Daniel or somebody else will take a chance. Big Carp Tackle would be the ideal partner because they're already established and people are already buying stuff. But because they're already established and they're kind of one of the few places in America that you can buy tackle, they kind of own the market. And so they don't need to work with people like me. They could give two shits whether they work with me or anybody else because, you know, they own the market. So I'm hoping to eventually find somebody to work with. But yeah, it ain't happened yet. But that day's coming. I'm going to keep putting out these videos because I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it. And as this audience grows and the views get there, we'll eventually find somebody willing to work with me. It'll happen. Took a while with catfishing too. Took a few years, but we finally got there. Aaron McLaughlin says, how much did it cost to install those lock rods on the back of your kayak? I don't know what you mean there, Aaron. I don't know what a lock rod is. You talking about like rod holders? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean, buddy. Levi said it's 109 degrees there. Alan Edwards, okay, he says it's pounds, but he pays the exchange rate. He lives on the East Coast in Great Yarmouth. Well, how about that, man? That's pretty cool. We got people all over the world, man. I'm amazed every time I go live at the number of people that we've had in just this morning. Now, we've got Alan over there watching overseas. We've had South Africa in here. We've had Germany in here. It's pretty cool. We even had some people down there in Georgia, the fast women in Georgia. Let's see. James Shue says, Mama J, I hope you still have a whooping tool. It was a belt back in the day. Melissa Montgomery says, hey Justin, first live with you, but watch you all the time. Love your vibes and excitement for the sport of fishing. Thank you, Melissa. Glad you could tune in today. Glad to have you. There's Sandra, Florida Channel Catfishing, says, missing you catching the big catfish. Me too, Sandra. But we got the spawn going on, and it's just, it's hard times. right now in the spawn. You get a lot of small fish. Once they come off the nest, we'll be getting some skinny fish. I do typically catch a big fish or two throughout the spawn. This year, I just haven't put the time into it. I've been playing with the carp instead, but once we get mid to late July, the spawn will be wrapped up and it'll be game on again. Let's see, let me find another comment here. Oh, there was Sandra. She left me $5. She says, clean that kayak. It's bad, Sandra. I mean, look at the, I even got right here, look at my live scope transducer on the other side of it here. I'm pretty sure that's mold, Sandra, from where I've dropped pack bait and stuff. I literally think that black stuff is mold. I could catch the plague in here, sitting in this kayak. But I mean, it's a mess. It'd take me all afternoon to clean this thing. It's almost gotten so bad that it's overwhelming, even the thought of cleaning it. I'm just overwhelmed at it. If there was ever motivation for me to buy another kayak, it's so I wouldn't have to clean this one. I lost another comment. Where'd that thing go? Trudy, Trudy, I don't know how to say your last name. She says, carp products so hard to find. Shipping for big carp tackle is too expensive. Yeah, their shipping costs were pretty intense on there. I ain't gonna lie about that, they were. I ordered some stuff recently from England through eBay, and shipping was pretty high for it too, so it's kind of picky poison. That's why I'm hoping somebody like Catfish Sumo or one of these catfish companies will either make their own carp products or get linked up with some of these overseas companies like the Corda and the Fox Rage and these established carp companies, and just become a dealer for them here in America. That seems like it would be the easiest route, is just, you know, get a wholesale account with them and sell their products. I hope that happens. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. It will eventually happen. Somebody will take a chance on me. I just haven't got there yet. Trophy Seeker Outdoors, kayak carp fish. I mean catfish, good morning. Yeah, I'm working on that too, getting some merch and stuff for the carp. Joseph Hinkle says, my 5-year-old watches Kayak Catfish with me all the time. He's a big fan of Justin's. That being said, I have a bone to pick. Justin is teaching him too much. He consistently outfishes me now. That's great. Kids and women, they'll outfish you every time. Samuel Harvey's asking, any way you can put your portions of ingredients that you use to make the carp bait? Yeah, so Samuel, if you're still watching, I answered this in a comment for somebody yesterday. So on the panko breadcrumbs, it's 16 ounces. That's 2 8-ounce cans from Walmart, 1 15-ounce can of sweet corn, and then 3 ounces of Jello. Now, if I'm making a big batch, like this morning, I come out here with a big batch, I basically just doubled all those ingredients that I just listed. But that's the combo I've been using, and it's, look right here. Look right here. Let's dedicate this one to Joseph Hinkle's son. Since he's watching, he's got that 5-year-old boy. We're gonna dedicate this to the kids today. Oh, well, he's making a hell of a run. He's headed over there to the other side of the creek where I was hoping to set up at today. Oh, 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 oh! Look right here. We doubled. We doubled. I'm on. This one here in my hand is for Joseph Hinkle's son, who I don't know his name. This one over here, Sandra Hillary, Florida Channel Catfishing, longtime supporter. Oh no, these fish are they're gonna find each other over here, y'all. I'm gonna reel in both of them at the same time before it's said and done. Golly bum. This one swam left and the other one swam right. I'm gonna crank the drag on this one here. Oh crap. Boy, if this is going to happen, you can damn sure bet it's going to happen on a live stream. I feel like I need the fit. Oh, crap. Well, that one, well, I lost Joseph's son's fish there. I'm sorry. It was a hell of a try. I had to put the drag, I had to get the, crank the drag down to try to get him out of that other line. I failed at that. And I pulled the hook free. I got a mess here, y'all. I'm gonna try to untangle this crap before I pick up on the other fish. I don't even know what's happening here with this rod. There we go. Oh boy, look at that, I got it out. Oh, I got lucky right there. All right. Sandra, let's see if we can keep your fish on. That other one there, I just cranked down the drag too tight. I was trying to get control of him and get him out of this fish, and when I did, that's a no-no in carp fishing. You can't stick it to them on the drag. You gotta play them out. You pull that hook out every time, and I just did it. Well, we've now gotten hit on 4 out of the 5 rods. This one on the far left here, and it's up shallow. It's the only one that ain't been at least hit once. Sandra likes for me to catch the catfish, y'all, but I'm dedicating this carp to her, if it is a carp. How awesome would it be if this was a catfish, even if it was a channel cat? I sure don't want to say their name and conjure them damn things up today, because undoubtedly there's some in here. But how awesome would that be if this was a catfish, since Sandra likes me catching the catfish? It's not. I believe this is a common here. Let's set this back over here in the front mount. Well, we're going to get 1 out of the 2. That first fish, these carp are smart, man. They know where to go. They know where to go to get themselves unhooked. Catfish are pretty stupid. I drop my bait straight down, and it's a straight up and down fight with the catfish. They don't do all this side to side swimming like the carp do. There we go. There we go, buddy. Oh yeah. Well, Sandra, you may not like the carp, but this one's for you. I gotta give myself a little more slack. There we go. What do you think, carp? You want to get that hook out your jaw? Bear with me a second here, y'all. This fish has got the hook in the mouth, and then part of the hooks went through the net. I don't even know how this fish done that. I tell you, every time, folks, if something crazy is going to happen, it's going to happen when you live. Okay. There we go. There we got it. Let me just get this out of the way. Set that there. And just like that, we got us another one. 1 out of the 2. Another smaller size there, probably 3 to 5 pound range. Heck of a fight though. You went over there to save your friend, didn't you? That's why he bit my hook. He saw his friend. We're hooked up again, y'all. I'm hooked up. Who's that super chat? That's Michael Strunk. Michael? Hey, buddy. This one's for you. We're about to reel in another one, Michael. Before I can even get them other lines baited, we're going to reel in another one. Well, Michael, buddy, your fish is going to pull now. I'll get back to the chat box here directly, y'all. Y'all just talk amongst yourselves. I got business to handle out here now. This fish here's, he's headed toward Georgia, I reckon. He's down there looking for them fast women. He said he's going to borrow some of his super chat money I'm getting and spend it on them. The good thing is, though, with these other two rods being out of commission, he can run all over creation now. He ain't going to get me tangled in nothing. At least we got that going for us. Well, things have worked out over here, y'all. I had wanted to set up right over there so I could cast some baits kind of in them little pockets there in addition to out here in front of me. And with the sun coming up over here on the other side of the creek, it just didn't work out. So I'm over here in the shade and still catching a fish. This fish now, he's going to run over here to the bank. He is hell-bent on getting another line. I told him, I said, there ain't no lines for you to get tangled up in with them other rods out. And he said, challenge accepted. He'll go over here and get one of these lines over here on the shoreline. Yeah, I think this one here's a little bigger, Michael. Michael's fish here is a little bit larger in size, got a little bit more girth to him. All right, let's set that back yonder. And I am going to, I may just get him right here and not have to go around this other two rods. Come here, Carp. Well, he's about to take back off again now. He poked his head up and looked at me. He said, enough of that. Now he's headed over here on this side. Listen, Carp, I don't care what side you get on. Oh, splashed me in the face. Come here, Carp. I don't care which side you're on, Carp, but you gotta pick one. There we go. There we go. About knocked the phone off the mount. By gosh, we got him. Lost my seat cushion here. I'm soaking wet, y'all. These fish have splashed me every which way. Get the hook out right quick. We gotta get some more baits out, y'all. We ain't gonna catch any more if we don't get some more baits out. Look at that one right there. He's got some streaks up his spines there too, or his fins. He got 3 or 4 streaks. Well, Michael Strunk, that's for you, buddy. Thank you for that super chat. Get out here, fish. All right. Well, we've got 2 lines in the water going off each side this way. These rods out here are the ones getting hit, so let's get some more of them back out. And then I'm gonna get back and get caught up on the chat box. If you've left me a super chat or joined the Catfish Club, thank you. I'm gonna get some baits out and I'll read your comments. Again, it's another thing. It's probably one of my favorite things about carp fishing is the bait. You know, to go catfishing, I gotta go put in some time and some work. For carp, I just gotta go to the grocery store. And I won't be surprised if we catch some catfish doing this today, because I've been catching quite a few of them on the pack bait. All right, there goes that one out. Loosen my drag. Sorry for the crotch show here, y'all. I gotta stand up to cast these things a little a little farther. Some of yous probably like that view. Some of yous maybe like it a little too much. There's some weirdos out there. I think the full moon too brings out the weird in people. I noticed like last night was obviously either the full moon or near full moon. And I had to block several people yesterday on the comment box for being either assholes or just weird. Full moon. These weird people anyway. These weird people regardless of moon phase, but the moon seems to bring it out. Like Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf. That's how these people are. All right, let's launch another one out. I threw half my pack bait off, but that'll be all right. We'll give that a little time and see. It should have been enough on there. And then I got one more I got to get out. And then I'll be ready to chat again. We got anybody left watching? Yeah, boy, we do. You know, there's somebody online every hour of the day, but it really amazes me that these early morning hours, weekdays especially, when a lot of people in America at work and stuff, that I can get an audience in here. But it never fails. All right, last rod going out here and we'll be back in business. There we go. There we go. Get that drag put back down. Okay. Tighten my lines a little bit. Okay. All right, what did I miss here in the chat box? I can't remember where I left off at now. I saw Michael's comment pop up, but there were people before him. I think I was on Sandra. Okay, okay. Let me scroll down. Weather Bros, there's your shout out, buddy, if you're still watching. Hey, Daniel. Daniel has joined the Catfish Club, y'all. Daniel sent me the Costa glasses here recently. Thank you so much, Daniel. I really like them glasses, man. They're the nicest glasses I ever had. There's Cody Yak Fishing with a 5-spot. He says, great to see a live stream. Always great content. Keep it up, Justin. Well, thank you, Cody. Glad you could make it in here today. Cody works out of town all the time, so you never know where Cody's going to be watching from. Oh, there's Daniel with another one at $50. He says, Justin, I just realized that my old card was on file from your membership, but it's updated now. Well, Lord, thank you, Daniel. Man, Daniel hits me up all the time, man. Got them nice Costa glasses. I appreciate it, buddy. I've been putting them glasses to use. They nice. I'd never had a nice pair of sunglasses before. I'd always used Walmart glasses and stuff, and that was the first good pair I ever had, and I see the difference in the quality. It's a big difference. Well, we got, there's Sandra with a banana super sticker. Thank you, Sandra. Edward Hogshead says, I notice you use mainly bait casters for catfish and spinning outfits for carp. What's your reasoning for that? Love your content. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Just personal preference, Edward. I like bait casters overall, really. But the carp fishing, Lord, I had another one hit. That one hit pretty hard. But it let go. But for the carp, to answer Edward's question right quick, for the carp fishing, being able to lob these pack baits without flinging them off the hook, it's easier with spinning reels, and adjusting the drag on the fly is a little bit easier on the spinning reels. So that's my reasoning for those. But catfish, I definitely prefer the bait casters. A lot of it too is just how I fish. With the carp, I'm casting out. With the catfish, I'm usually dropping my baits down under me. So easier to adjust your depth with the bait casters versus the spinning. That fish there, and that was the one I flung a big chunk of the pack bait off as I cast. It had about half of it still on. Watch this bird. Did you see that bird right there? I got him on camera. We caught him in the act trying to steal him a shad. Yeah, that rod got hit hard, but I guess he never hook up. Let's see. Oh, Cody says, got to spend a few weeks home with the wife and kids. Headed to Rhode Island this weekend. He's headed up north, y'all. He's going to be up there in time for the striper migration. I think they're still catching them up there. Let's see. BLT Taxidermy says they eat pack bait just fine in Ohio. Alan Edwards said the softer tip rod is better for carp. Yes, I totally agree with that. My catfish rods are way too stiff a tip for these carp. Like that one right there, buddy. That carp right there, he'd have pulled the hook out of his mouth with my catfish rods. But these Catfish Sumo chopsticks, they are a catfish rod, but they're a little bit lighter action. And the soft tip makes casting the pack bait much easier, and it really absorbs some of these carp when they make that hard run, or they switch directions on you, or when you're about to land them at the kayak and they make that final surge. That soft tip, it just kind of helps absorb some of that energy and keep from ripping the hook out. These are an inexpensive rod too. I mean, as far as, carp, specialty carp rods, they're expensive. I mean, a lot of them are over $100. You know, of course, catfish rods, $80 and up. And these are an inexpensive rod. And they're working really well. I guess I'm talking about, I guess I could plug Catfish Sumo. I haven't done that today. Code word kayak at catfishsumo.com gets you 10% off your order, everybody. That's my good deed for the day. That's my sales pitch. I gotta do some more sales pitches coming up here soon. I gotta sell another bicycle. I got to, hey, this is a catfish. This is a catfish right here, y'all. I thought we'd get some cats today. I thought we would. Let me just go ahead and just reach down here. He won't put up as much fuss about the net as what them old carp do. He'll get right in it. There we go. Oh, well, I say that. Get in that net. There we go. Lord, I'm about to lose the phone, y'all. That was close. The phone about took a dive. I need one of y'all to come out here and hold that dang camera, is what I need. We got a blue cat. Well, Daniel there just hit me up with a 50 spot. And this fish right here ain't worth a 50 spot, but I'm still going to dedicate it to him. If he'd give me the hook back out. He's stingy with that hook. This fish right here is trying to take his hook home with him. He'd probably sell it on eBay or something. There we go. Pliers. Yeah, little old blue cat. Well, Daniel, buddy, hey, that's for you, man. Thank you for all the support. I wish it was a bigger one, but we'll get back on some bigger cats here soon. I thought we'd get a cat in here today, or two, or three. They'll eat that fake corn and the pack bait. They get drawn into the scent of the pack bait the same as the carp do. I've had them eat this fake corn. I've caught several catfish now on the cherry tomatoes. It's just, for whatever reason, they get drawn in and they'll eat this stuff same as the carp will. Let's cast this other one back out right fast. I may need to reel that other one in too, because I'd flung half the pack bait off on the cast and then it got hit. I may need to rebait it. I mentioned there earlier, for those of you been in the stream a while, I mentioned that when this pack bait, I got it out of the fridge this morning, when it's cold, it don't pack as good. Now it's starting to warm up out here. And it's molding around the lead a whole lot easier now. That's a little pro tip for you, stuff I've learned the hard way. I still don't know how to keep my line from getting wrapped around my rod tip though. There we go. Get that back out there. Y'all just admire the view right there while I'm getting the line cast back out. I'm gonna have to reel this one in, y'all. I got to. This is bugging me. Because I have to believe the rest of this bait got knocked off when this rod got hit. What time is it? We've been live for how long now? Hour and 11 minutes. We've got several fish here in this first hour. I just had lines in for 5-10 minutes before I got the live stream set up, so I made the announcement for the live stream coming down through here this morning, and then it took me a few minutes to get set up over here and get my lines out, and then I went live. So we've had some good action here in a short time. There we go. Now we back in business. Now I feel better about having that other line out there with bait on it. Okay. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Let me answer some more comments and chat with some people. Let me scroll up and see where I left off at. There we go. Chat Coggeshall, so just curious when the catfish bite gets better again. Well, here, mid to late July, because they've been on the nest here, so it'll start picking up, and then as they get their weight back on, the quality of fish will get better, leading on up into fall where the bite will get really good. Lost my spot. Okay. Hey, Matt Holacek in the house. What's going on, buddy? Long time no see. He says, what's going on, Justin? Looks like the summer's going well for you. Yeah, man. Hey, Matt. Let's dedicate a fish to Holacek here in a second. Because that line's about to take off. Watch this takedown here in a second, Holacek. He likes for me to shout out the troops and first responders. Let's dedicate this fish right here to Matt Holacek and all the first responders and military and police out there. Holacek, your fish swam right across that other line. Thus far, I don't think he's in it though. He's just making a hell of a run. Gosh, he has swam over that other line. Let's see if I can get creative right there, maybe keep him out of it. If he'll just keep swimming left, we'll be all right. What are the odds that's going to happen though? Probably not very good. I think he's in that other line, Holacek. Doggone him. I don't know, maybe. That's a hell of a run, but he's not really fighting like a carp now. He made a good long run, but now it's just kind of, okay, now he's gonna take back off. This is just kind of a weird fight. I wonder if this ain't another cat, possibly. We'll find out here in a second. I'm getting him close. He is not in that line, thankfully. He still ain't done, though, I'll tell you that. We keep catching all these fish, my arm's gonna get tired. I'm gonna have to have one of y'all come in and tag me out. We're gonna be like Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, Rock and Roll Express tag team on this. I still ain't got to look at him. He's right here in front of me, but I can't see with the glare of what he is. No, it's a carp. It is a weird fight. I'll check. This rod right here is getting hit now. This one here is about to go take off. He wants it. Oh, eat it, fish. My line's swimming, y'all. My line's swimming to the left right here. There he goes. Let me set this one back in the rod holder and pick up on this one. We doubled. We doubled up. This one here, he ain't done, buddy. He said he wants his full 5 minutes of fame. He's pissed off that this one cut him short. This one here, this fish here, he said he's been waiting his whole life for this moment to get himself on YouTube. He couldn't wait for this fish to get done. He said he had to go right now, bite that bait. Lord, come on, fish. Don't get out of the line over here now. He keeps creeping over there toward it. I'm gonna tighten the drag a little bit, try to get him. He's still going. I think he might have went under it. Lord, I got lucky. Lordy days, as Bud Brutus's wife likes to hear me say. I ain't seen Bud in the chat box today. He may have something going on today. Hopefully he'll watch later on with his wife and she can hear me say Lordy days. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this fish. I got the other one just chilling out right here, waiting to get his cameo on video. I guess I need to bring this fish on the other side possibly. Well, that one's swimming out there. If I can just go ahead and land this one maybe. Maybe they won't get all tangled up in each other. I think the second one is bigger than the first one. Oh boy, they're trying their best to get tangled. Oh no. You'd think they'd swim away from each other. Let me set this back up here before I lose it overboard in this mess. Come here, fishy. Don't be like that fish. Come here now. Okay, y'all, here we go. Here we go. Oh, he turned. Last second he turned. They hate this net. They absolutely hate it. Get in there. Oh. I got a third rod going out, and that was a direct shot to the face. Did y'all see that? Oh crap. I dropped it. I dropped the net overboard. I took a direct shot to the face. That is a big carp here. Y'all, that is a big. This is the biggest one of the morning here. I just landed it, just face washed me. I gotta get my eyes clean here. Look at this. Look at this right here, y'all. This rod here just took off. We're tripled. We tripled up. I got this one going crazy down here. That's a whopper, man. We got Holochek's fish over here to the left hanging out. I got to find somebody to dedicate this big one to here. I don't know what I got on this line right here. Business is booming, y'all. We've had one fish on the shallows over here in the margins. But these 3 rods out in front of me have just been going off. And this is the deeper part. The actual creek channel runs through here, 3-4 foot deep. And these other baits on my sides here are cast 1 to 2 foot deep. I'm coming, Carp. Bear with me, doggone it. We got a bunch of action going on. You shouldn't have splashed me in the face, Carp. Things would have went smoother. I mean, he hit me with a direct shot right in the kisser, man. He said my face was looking dirty. He just wanted to wash it for me. Listen, look at this fish right here. He's trying to go over here and get wrapped up with this other one on the left. I'm gonna try to get him over here on the right side of the kayak. Come over here. I'm gonna run you around on the other side. Oh, y'all, that's a mirror. That's a mirror carp. That's a mirror right there. Oh, heck yeah. We got a mirror. It's the 3rd one I've caught recently. This is cool. If I can just get him in, I'm gonna be a lot more patient with this fish now since he's mirror. I still got to get rid of the big one here in the floor. Oh man. I'm gonna put the camera up over here when I get him close, just in case he pops off while I'm dealing with the other one. Check this out. Look at the scale patterns on this. Come over here, mirror carp. I'm trying to make you famous. Look at that. That's awesome, man. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's cool. He just splashed us, didn't he? He splashed me. Okay. I got to get rid of this one. I hate leaving fish out like this. Who's hit me up with money? The other one over here is Holocheck and the first responders. Let me pull out somebody here to dedicate this fish to. Have I dedicated one to Kayak fishing yet? If I ain't, this one's for you, Cody. Oh, we're going to dedicate the big one here to Kayak fishing. He's been watching the channel, been a supporter of the live streams for a long time. I guess since I started going live. No! Cody's a bigger supporter of me than this fish. This is a big fish, and this fish ain't very supportive. That's a nice one, man. That's a nice fish right there, Cody. That's the biggest one of the morning. If you still watching, buddy, that one's for you. Awesome. Well, let's let him go. I want to land this mirror carp. We got to find somebody to dedicate this one to also. Whoo! It's fun, y'all. Man, I love doing this. I mean, you got some big, hard fights. And it's action-packed when you get them feeding like this. I mean, it took a little while. For those of you just tuning in, it took a little while from when I started to stream to get it going. But now it's on. This is the one right here, though. The other one was bigger. But this is the one that we want to see. Let me get this hook out of the way here. Okay. Now we're ready to land. This is going to be cool. How many people I got watching this? No. Oh, he turned last second. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yes. Got him. Got him. And you know, and this fish right here, this ain't no slouch either. This ain't no slouch. This is a nice mirror. Wow. You know who I'm going to dedicate this fish to, if he's still watching? Alan Edwards from over there across the pond on the other side of the ocean. He hit me up with 10 pounds earlier today, which is British money for those of y'all that maybe don't know. And I have got a cool looking carp. Check that out. How awesome is that, man? Awesome. Get the patterns on him. These are just a lot more rare fish and than the commons are. And I've been fortunate. I caught one in yesterday's video there that had come out. I got another one in that same creek the next day, which I think will be the next video, I think. Probably come out tomorrow. And now this one. So 3 of them here this year so far. I'm gonna spin him around. Oh! Take a look. Take a look at that side of him there too. That's awesome, man. So cool. Thank you so much, Mr. Mirror Carp. All right, let's let him go. I'll catch him again someday. We'll see you. Alan Edwards, that was for you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for watching from the country that we just celebrated our independence from the other day. We still got a land holochecks fish over here too. Let me get holocheck and the first responders fish. He ought to be tuckered out by now. This fish was the first one of the triple. I'm gonna work him around here under this other. I need to reel in these other 2 rods, y'all. I'm not gonna be able to manage that chat box and manage 5 rods right now. We got them feeding too good for that. This is the smallest one out of the triple too. He's a pretty good fight though. What do you think, Carp? What do you think? I'm gonna do something here in a second, y'all. We're gonna reel in these 2 side rods, get them out of the way. We're gonna put on a cherry tomato. We got these fish feeding real good here in this area. We're gonna throw out a tomato and see what we can get on it. And then we'll have 2 more rods out with the bait we've been using. This fish's fin's caught in the net. Okay. What do you think, fish? You ready to get unhooked? He says he's been ready. Okay. Got that back and get that out of the way. Yeah, holocheck, if you still watching, buddy, this one's for you. Smallest of the 3, but he says he's got a big heart. Just like Matt Holocheck's got a big heart, y'all. Been a supporter for a long time. And this fish, this fish salutes you, Holocheck. This fish is, look at him. If you can read lips, that's some very vulgar stuff that fish is saying in actuality. Get out of here, Carp. Triple, y'all, and one of them was a mirror carp. How awesome was that? That was cool. All right. Well, first things first, let's get rid of these other 2 rods. I want to just get this stuff out of the way. The better bite is out here in front of me, so no reason to have these rods on the side. Put that there. And ironically, this one that we've had cast out over here on the bank, it's the only rod that's not been hit today. The other 4 all at least caught 1 fish. This was the only one I didn't have that didn't have a hair rig though. Or I didn't hook the bait like a hair rig. I had just some corn on the hook. This is the one that we're going to use for the cherry tomato rig though. In fact, I'm going to just go ahead and get it put on now. So these cherry tomatoes, And I'm not going to put it on a hair rig. I'm just going to take some scissors here, cut this thing in half. And we're going to put some pack bait on the method lead just like we would for our other baits. But the business end, what's on the hook, that we're going to need these fish to inhale, is going to be the tomato. I want to see what we get. That mirror carp there obviously ate the fake corn. But the other two mirror carp I've caught recently have eaten the cherry tomato. There it is. I'm gonna put some pack bait on the lead to draw their attention to it. And I'm gonna throw this one out. I think I'm gonna throw this one out on the left over here. Y'all have to help me remember that. Y'all know my memory ain't no good. All right, there it is. This one's going out on the left. Okay. I'm gonna set that one there. And I'm gonna put this one up. And we're just gonna go, we're gonna have 2 rods with the fake corn and 1 with the cherry tomato. And if for some reason the bite slows, we can always throw out these other 2 rods again. But it's getting a little bit challenging to manage the chat box and all these rods. So I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible here. Oh, that one knocked off my fake corn. Well, you know what? It is good that we got these other rods here behind me, because one of them's getting called back into service just like that. Oh gosh. I heard a fish splash over here beside me too. How many people's watching this, man? Well, we got a bunch of people in here. Bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna just get these lines back out and then I'll get back to the chat. For those of you just tuning in, we had a triple. My biggest fish of the morning, a mirror carp, and another one, and it's put all the rods out of commission momentarily. Okay. There goes that one down the middle. All right, one more and we're back in business. I don't know if y'all out there watching in TV land are having any fun, but I am. I was. I'm not anymore. You know why? Because I just ran this hook, barb and all, right through my pants. I ran it right through my britches. There it went. Get excited and I start moving too fast. Bad things happen. Better my britches than my leg go. I won't be wearing no hook today. Okay, last one to go back out. Going down to 3 rods. Fan cast it all in front of me. Cherry tomato over here, fake corn to the center and the other side. And my lines around my rod tip, without fail. There we go. Y'all just admire the view there for a minute. Okay, I think I'm back in business. Tighten up my lines. We're good. Cherry tomatoes out of the way. Hopefully we'll need some more of those. How far behind am I in the chat box, y'all? That was a hell of a series of events. I can't remember where I left off at. Daggone. Let me scroll up to Holocheck's comment. Okay, there's Holocheck's. We got him, and then his member thing was down here because he's been a member for a long time. 10 months now, Holocheck's been a member. He said, that's awesome, Justin. Thanks, buddy. I told that fish to tangle you up, but by gosh, that fish listened. These fish never listen to me, but that one followed your commands. We got... Hey, Wormy Rich is in the house too. What's going on, Gary? Okay, there it went. I froze up, y'all. I hope my screen, I don't know what happened. I hope I'm still alive. There's Ed. He said those mirror carp are beautiful. I agree. They're pretty cool. Hey, there's Real Beast. There's Patrick. Let's go. He says, way to go, mirror carp for the win. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that super chat, buddy. Sorry it took me so long to get to it. I got tied up for a minute, Patrick. My mom says I need to clean the lens. It probably got wet when them fish was splashing. We'll see if that done any better there. I may have just made it worse. Let me use my shirt here. Bear with me, y'all. We're live. I apologize. How's that? Hopefully that's a little better. I think that fish got the screen wet when it splashed me in the face. Yeah, everybody's saying I had water on the camera. Hopefully I fixed it. Creepy Pasta Poet says I better play with the water with all the luck I've had not getting tangled. That's the truth. Hey, there's Bud Brutus, $49.99. He said had to take a break from work to check in and support the channel, enjoying the carp videos. Bud, I was just talking about you a little while ago, talking about you and your wife, how she loved to hear me say Lordy days, because I was saying it as I was reeling in a fish. I hope your wife saw that. Thank you so much for that super chat, Bud. I'm glad you could tune in today. We're tearing them up out here today, Bud. I don't know how many fish I've got now, but it's been several. The bite's been pretty steady since I got them feeding. Hey, Jeff Gerald's in the house. Roman Maroney. Raw Fisherman Brazil. Right here. I want to dedicate this one to Bud Brutus. Bud just hit me with that $49.99, Bud. If you're still watching, this one's another one on the pack bait and fake corn. But just like that, we just got it cast out. Just, I don't know, 2-3 minutes ago. I'm gonna tighten up that line there. I'm gonna have to reset my power poles here in a minute too. I've been bouncing around back and forth. I'm starting to work them loose in this mud a little bit. Bud, your fish is making a run here, man. He's way out there on the left. I just saw his tail come up a second ago. I need him to turn and run right. That's what I need him to do. Get out of that other line over there. Oh, he's coming at me now, ain't he? It's fun, y'all. I'm having a dang good time. For those of you just tuning in, I don't know how many fish we caught. The first, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes of the stream was pretty uneventful. But they found the bait, and we've cast out enough pack bait now that they're in this area. They found it, and we're just gonna sit here and keep catching them for as long as we're live. This could go on all day. Once you get them turned on and feeding, it's just one after another after another. This fish, say hi to Bud, fish. And he's not very happy to see you, Bud. He's hell bent on getting me soaking wet. He's gonna try to get the camera wet again. This fish heard I just cleaned the lens off. Oh, Bud, I'm doubled. Let's set this one back in the holder here a second. And Get the camera back in the chest. Is he still on there? Yep. We're doubled. That's 2 on the pack bait and fake corn. The cherry tomato's still over there. I don't think we're going to catch as many on that tomato, but I think we'll get something on it. And it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it was another mirror carp either. Or buffalo. I'm hell-bent on learning more about how to catch buffalo. I'm going all the way to Texas to learn how to do it in November. Oh, this is another cat right here. This is another one of them old whiskered fish. I'm gonna tighten down the drag on him. I ain't worried about him pulling free. Yeah, I think it's a blue. It is. No, that's a blue cat. That's the second one. On the pack bait. I think this one's a little bigger than the first one. I tell you what, let's go ahead. Since I got him on this side of the kayak, let's go ahead and land the catfish first. I'm gonna dedicate that carp to Bud Brutus. We'll find somebody to dedicate this catfish to. I'll tell you what let's do. Apparently I'm gonna wrap my line around my rod back there is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that catfish there is definitely bigger. Well, what I'm gonna do is, Bud, he's been a big supporter of the channel for a long time. He always pops in here, gives me a ton of support. His wife watches too. And she likes to hear me say Lordy Day. So I'm gonna dedicate the carp to Bud, and I'm gonna dedicate this catfish to his wife. Look up there at the camera and tell everybody hi, Blue Cat. You small. You the size of the cat I'd be catching if I was out there catfishing this morning. He's a vegetarian though. He ate him some corn. Now, let's see if it's carp. Let's see if Bud's carp's still on here. He is. I'm gonna go under this rod. Honestly, y'all, as good as these fish are biting right now, I could go down to 1 rod and sit here and just waylay them, but I'm gonna try to keep 3 going for now. If it takes away from the chat too much, then we'll decrease rods. Or if my arm gets tired. Oh, I got another one in the mouth right there, y'all. I got a mouthful of lake water. I just increased my chance of cancer by 50%. This ain't a bad one. This one ain't like the biggest one of the morning, but it's a solid fish right here. Get the hook out. Oh. Fish, help me to help you. If you will lay calm just like that, we will get that hook out of you. That was another one. A hair rig always gets them right in the bottom lip. Every time. All right, let's hold this one up for Bud. Bud Brutus, that one's for you, buddy. Thank you for all the support. That's another solid fish. Look up there and give them audience some words of wisdom, would you, Carp? He ain't got nothing insightful to say. He's gone now. He'll be out here waiting on me the next time. I don't know how frequently these fish bite. You know, I don't know. Y'all, I did an experiment of fishing that same creek a couple days in a row. Y'all see that either later this week or next week. I can't remember when they're scheduled to come out, but I fished the same spot 2 days in a row, and I was wanting to see if some of the fish I caught had hook marks. if it was possibly some of the same fish, and it was different fish both days there. So pretty amazing that there was that many fish in there. That particular creek was upriver from here. Where I'm at today, I didn't really know what would be going on in here, but there's clearly a ton of fish. Let me get these baits back out here, y'all, and I'll get back to the chat. We got anybody still watching? Yeah, we got a bunch of people in here. Not everybody likes these carp videos. I get a lot of complaints about it. There's apparently people out there in my audience that think that my life's mission is just to make them free content of whatever they want on demand. And they feel the need when they want a catfish video and don't get it, they feel the need to blow up my comment box and gripe and complain to tell me about it. Same thing with the live streams too. People complain about the live streams all the time. I'm gonna do ultimately what I want to do. I got a mess right here. This is all wrapped up somehow or another around my rod tip. I don't know how that happened. Okay, I got it. Looked worse than it was. Okay, let's get this rod back out. The wind's picking up a little bit too now. We're getting some clouds moving in now. It was sunny when I got out here. Now the clouds are coming in. We're supposed to get some rain and storms tonight and tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go fishing tomorrow if the weather will allow. We'll see. If not, I'll try Thursday or Friday. Okay, one more rod and I'm back to the chat. Okay. I need to get some power poles down there a little deeper too. I'm spinning. These power poles work really good, but after I have leaned over side to side to get these fish and stand up and cast, after I've done that several times, they start to kind of work free in that mud and I gotta hit the buttons and drive them down again. Good problem to have, because if it happens, it means I've been catching some fish. Okay, let's see what all I got here. Mike Barron hit me with a 2-spot. He says, your video and live stream are awesome. I watch all of them. Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you for the super chat and thanks for watching. Let me scroll back up here. Oh, Mike, he'd hit me up with another one too. $2. He said, love these videos. Catfish are hard to find in Kentucky. Well, thank you. Thank you for that, Mike. You know who does real good in Kentucky is Ryan Bortz. He fishes Taylorsville Lake a lot and catches some big cats out of there. He does YouTube also. Not as often as he should, but he does it. He catches a lot of big fish. Fishing with Big Mike says, what rod and reel setup are you using? Big Mike, I've got these Catfish Sumo original chopsticks. And then my reels these are just Daiwa Regal. They're a small reel for this size rod, but they're fine for what I do. It's a 3000 series. And it's a Daiwa Regal LT reel. They're like $50 Daiwa, but they're pretty good reels. It's hey, Big Mike, look right here. Look right here, Big Mike. We just got these rods cast back out. I'm gonna dedicate this one to Big Mike, y'all. Big Mike's been a long-time viewer, long-time channel member. He's working hard today. running that excavator down there in Chattanooga. I'm gonna reel him in a fish. I hope it's a catfish too. So he catches some big ones down there on Nickajack. I may be going to Nickajack later on in the month. There's that Ryan Bortz I just mentioned. I think he's coming down with Kayak Mike at some point in July. I'll probably go down there and fish with them when they come down. Don't have a specific date yet. I think Mike's picking up his new kayak. He's got to go to the Jackson factory, which I believe is in Sparta, Tennessee, if memory serves me. And then those guys, they're coming down from, Kayak Mike lives in Ohio and Ryan in Kentucky, and they're just gonna drive on down to Nickajack afterwards, and I'm gonna, as long as the schedule allows, I'm gonna go down there and fish too. I ain't seen Big Mike. I ain't seen him live lately, so I don't know what they've been dealing with the spawn and all that too. I don't know if he's been going fishing much even. Mike, this fish has come right at you here. This fish couldn't wait to get up and see you here, Mike. Now he saw you and he said, hell with it. This fish, he couldn't wait to meet you, and now he's over it. He's thought better of it. These fish are so active, I can't hardly keep up with the chat. I can't ever keep up with the chat box anyway. But when they biting like this, it's hard to get anything done in the chat. I sure do like catching them though. Especially, it's just the quality of carp. I mean, the average carp is just amazing. You never catch a 1-2 pound carp. Oh, he got me all wet too. This another one got me sopping wet. All down the side of my leg, y'all. I'm doubled. Look right here. Did he drop it? No, he still got it. Let me get the camera back in the chest. Big Mike's fish he's gonna have to just hang out there in a second. I'm gonna dedicate this one to Mike Barron. He hit me with the super chat, a couple of them a minute ago. Mike Barron, if you still watching, fish number 2 of the double here's for you, buddy. We still got the cherry tomato rod out. That's the only other bait out right now. These fish around it, they just ain't eat it yet. There ain't no, this creek, I know it looks big, but it's really not. It's very shallow. There's minimal flow at the back of it. There's a smaller creek that comes to the back of this. Most of this water was kind of forced into this creek when they made the reservoir. And so really the only real water movement you get in this creek is if the wind's blowing. And the wind has kind of started blowing a little bit going this way. So the deeper part of this creek is down here, so we may be able to draw in even more fish if that wind really gets pushing those pack bait particles down. Every time I cast out, that pack bait hits the water, some of it gets knocked off immediately. And the wind's gonna take those breadcrumbs on down, and those, we're gonna catch them as long as I'm alive today. When they bite like this, it's just gonna be on until we get tired of catching them, or until it gets too hot. Oh, hey! Well, fishing with Big Mike's carp down there. He said he's ready for me to get that hook out and send him home. Mike Barron's fish here. He said he's going to show you how long he can fight before he even gets to the kayak. I ain't got to look at him. He's 20 feet in front of me, but he's fighting as hard as he can to maintain that 20 feet. He ain't giving up an inch. Yep, another common looks like. Let's see if I'm gonna get him over here a little closer. And we'll put it back in the rod holder and get rid of this one on the floor as he flops around some more. Let's set him back. Okay. I hate leaving fish out of the water like this, y'all, but when they all hitting at the same time, ain't much you can do. Fishing with Big Mike's carp here is a pretty good one. This is another bruiser right here. It's going to do some damage. He keeps flopping. All right. Let me go around the microphone there on the camera. Okay. Well, fishing with Big Mike, he's down there running an excavator today when he needs to be over at the river catching him some of these. That one's for you, Big Mike. Let's get him out of here. Whew. All right, let's land fish number 2. And I'll get caught up on the chat while that other bait soaks over there, and then we'll cast some out. We're wearing these fish out today, y'all. It's a sleigh fest out here today. Oh, whoa, whoa. He ain't done. Oh no, he's making a run back there at my poles. Gosh, he wasn't done. Boy, I got lucky. Oh, I got lucky. I do not want him. I had a fish get wrapped in the poles the other day. What an ordeal that was. Oh, oh. Get in here. That's another quality fish. I didn't think this one was as big as the other one, but now that I've got him landed, I think he might be. Yeah, this is Mike Barron's fish right here, y'all. I got 2 Mike Barrons that watch the channel. It's very confusing. One has a wife named Amy, and one has a wife named Patricia. I remember their wives' names, but I can't ever remember which wife belongs to which Mike. But the Mike Barron that gave me a super chat a little while ago, gave me 2 of them. That's for you, buddy. Pretty nice carp. Look at the colors on the bottom of his tail. Beautiful orange. Hey, fish, tell Mike thanks for the super chat. He's saying thanks in his own way. Yeah, here, carp. How you going? I don't know how many fish we're up to. It's a bunch. Let me scroll up through here. We got the rod right here that's still out. That one's got the cherry tomato on. I'm gonna get caught up on the chat a minute and give my arm a little break before I cast out these other rods, because they ain't gonna sit there but a couple minutes, and they're gonna be on another fish. Let's see. Okay, there was Mike's. Real beast. Patrick says, carp are one of my favorite hard fighting fish. Got to get a trophy size one for his tarp certificate. I hope you get it, buddy. Jason Smith said he grew up catching carp. Mike Barron said double up. Heck yeah, Justin. Keep them coming. Your content's great. And if you're behind in chats, that means you make good video, non-stop action. Yeah. It's definitely hard to keep up with the chat when the fish are biting like they are today. Anthony Clifford said, your mom thanks everyone. She is a great mother. That she is. I got the best mom in the world, and it ain't even close. I don't even know who second place would be, but my mom's here, second place, way down here. I'm a lucky boy. Hey, there's Ben. Ben hit me with a 10 spot. He said, been really enjoying your carp content. Welcome to the club. Can't wait to try cherry tomatoes soon as well. Nice mirrors lately too. Well, thank you, Ben. Yeah, give the cherry tomatoes a shot. I mean, well, y'all have seen, I threw that cherry tomato out and those 2 rods at the same time. Those rods have been hit and that one hasn't yet. But when I have got fish on the cherry tomato lately, been better quality. I mean, I did get 2 mirror carps on them recently. So it's worth having out, and especially now where we have active fish in this area feeding, it's nice to throw out an experimental bait, because it's a good time to experiment when you know fish are there and feeding, because if you throw it out and it don't work, well, you know, well, it's just not working. That's not a good bait to try. So it's nice to try things. I tried marshmallows the other day too, and I had a hard time with them. I didn't catch any fish, and I had a hard time keeping them on. I had heard those work well also, but I just didn't have success with them. But it was kind of the same situation. I was on fish, so it was a good time to try a marshmallow, and it just didn't work out. Thank you for that super chat though, Ben. Amos Bailey says, thank you so much for educating so many about fishing. Well, thank you, Amos. Glenn Cunningham, 10 spot. He said, dude, you're tearing them up this morning. Go buy some moon pies to replace that energy you spent reeling in those fish. Thank you, Glenn. Glenn's wife loves to hear me say Glenn. Glenn Cunningham. Good to see you back in here, Glenn. Tim Zazimski's in the house. Oh, my mom says I need to wipe the lens off again. You know what I'm gonna do? Hang on. I got these fancy sunglasses here that Daniel sent me. They got me these Costa glasses. And they come with this rag to clean the glasses off, but by gosh, we're gonna use it on my camera lens here, since these fish keep splashing. We'll see if that'll do a better job than my shirt. Hopefully that helped. Dang nice glasses though. Real nice glasses. I'm thankful for Daniel for sending them to me. All right, let me get a few more comments and we're gonna cast these other pack bait and fake corn rods back out. Ben says it's so funny seeing someone else get excited about carp. They're a special fish, extremely cool looking and just glorious, especially considered how despised they are. Ain't that amazing, Ben? And listen, I'm the same way. You know, I bow fished for carp for a while, and just the culture here. Lord, I'm about to get knocked out. Look at all these geese coming. Got the whole flock coming. But carp here, and all of America, not just where I live, in all of America, they're considered trash. You know, it's amazing. And they're one of the hardest fighting fish we have here. Look at these damn geese. We're about to cast some lines right into them. That'll run them off. Who was that other super chat there? Let me find it. It was Mike Barron again. He said, Amy is my wife. I'm the Mike from Henderson, Kentucky. Oh, thank you for clarifying, Mike. I'm sorry I can't ever keep you and the other Mike straight. A lot of Mike Barons. Popular name. Sergeant Nutnut said, have you ever used PVA bags? I do have some. Yeah, I've played with those a little bit lately. Douglas says, I'm going to need some Ben Gay for my arms. I probably will. Keep reeling them in. Jason Smith, 199. He says, shout out to my son Mitch, who turns 21 today. Happy birthday, Mitch, man. Hope you have a great birthday. Enjoy the hell out of it at turning 21, because the next big birthday is 25 when you get the discount on your car insurance. After that, there's nothing to look forward to. Live it up while you can, my friend. Live it up. Because when you get older, the energy you have now, it's gone. All you want to do is just catch fish and sleep all the time. That's all you're going to want to do. Happy birthday, my friend. All right, y'all. Let's get some more baits cast out before these geese over here claim this area as their own. These dang geese. They come out of nowhere, man. About 57 of them come flying through. This corn. Of all the things in the carp fishing that have amazed me or impressed me, the fake corn is number one. It's cheap to buy too. I think I paid $5 for a pack of it. I mean, it's cheap. That stuff is so freaking durable. Unless it just gets knocked off, it lasts forever. It's the little things that amaze me in life, people. Let's get some more baits out here before these fish move on. We got them stirred up real good. I've had a nice little break here, caught up on the chat. My arms had a little rest. It's time to catch some more. I'm gonna get that and cast that. We'll get the others. And then we back in business. We need to set a timer. We need to get some bets going in Las Vegas now that we're gonna get these lines cast back out. Over under how many minutes before the next one gets hit. But I don't think them others had been out 2 or 3 minutes before they went down. It was fast. I'm gonna throw this one over here to the right. There we go. Loosen my drag again. All right, y'all. Are we ready for the next one? Let's see. Hey, we'll see you later, real beast. Hope you have a good day, man. Eddie Seegers, I have not tried the peanut butter pack bait, but I've had several people tell me I should. They say peanut butter's a good bait. Hey, there's Holocheck with a 10 spot. He says, happy birthday to my wife, Stephanie. The woman has no clue about the credit card I took out to pay Justin on Super Chat. Surprise. Well, thank you, Matt, and happy birthday, Stephanie. I hope you don't divorce Matt for giving me so much money. I won't say how much he's given me these last several months that he's been watching my videos, but I'll cover for you, Matt. He hasn't hardly given me anything at all, Stephanie. Don't even look at the credit card bill. No, y'all, Matt's been a huge supporter of mine. Thank you so much for allowing him to do it, Stephanie. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. Hope he takes you out for a nice dinner if there's any credit limit left on the card. Gary says 5 minutes. Upstate Angler says 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Y'all time it. Y'all let me know. Sabrina Shelton says, does the length of rod matter when ultralight fishing? No. Personal preference. Longer rods, you'll cast farther. But the longer rods, it's harder to, get them up and around docks and stuff. So it kind of just depends on how you fish. I like a 6 foot. That's a good all-round size for me. I get adequate casting distance with it, but yet still, I can still finagle around docks and overhanging trees and stuff. But some people like a longer rod, some people like a shorter rod. Just personal preference. Look right here. I don't know how long it was. Y'all let me know how long it's been since I got that rod cast out. I'm betting that Upstate Angler is closer than Gary Wormy Rich. Upstate Angler said 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Wormy said 5 minutes. I don't think it had been 5 minutes. We got another one. Boy, I've caught so many fish, I about worked my reel loose on that. This don't feel like a carp. Hey, Wormy and Upstate Angler, this one here, I think this might be a cat. He don't feel like a carp. Yeah, this is a cat. We got another catfish right here. Let's see if it's a blue or a channel. I think it's a blue. Yep, that's another small blue. This is I don't know how many carp we've caught today, but I know this is the 3rd catfish. Get over here, kitty. There it is. There it is. Set that in the holder. Put the camera back on my beautiful face. You know what? It's Stephanie's birthday today. And Holocheck has been such a huge supporter of the channel for so long. And Holocheck spent so much money on me and these super chats. He ain't got no money to take his wife out for dinner tonight. So he ain't gonna be able to buy her a present or nothing. So what I'm gonna do is dedicate this fish to Stephanie, so she'll at least get one birthday present today. Stephanie, this fish is wild now. You better, Lord Stephanie, this one right here, this one should be your birthday dinner right here, Stephanie. If these things wasn't toxic to eat with all the pollution we've had, I'd recommend eating this one because he's out of control. But Stephanie, happy birthday from your husband, Matt there. Matt, your wife, she's gonna tell you that's the worst birthday present she's ever had. Let's get another bait out and we'll restart the timer. I'm getting hungry, y'all. I've worked out an appetite out here. I've went through about half that bag already. I mixed up a big batch last night. Last time I went to Walmart, I bought every can of breadcrumbs they had. I cleaned them out. My mom the other day, she found some more gulp minnows in the store. I loaded up on them last year, but I think she found them over at Rural King, I think. She got me a couple jars of them, so I'm stocked up on them again. All right. Good news is I think casting them lines out there spooked them old geese off. I don't know where they went, but they've moved on. I'll whack them geese, buddy. I hate them things. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Gary said Upstate won that bet. Upstate said he didn't exactly time it, but it was close. Yeah, I think it was closer to 2 minutes than 5 minutes. Holocheck says I just saved his marriage. Oh, look right there. This one's hit now. I saw the ripple of water and I saw the line get hit. He ain't got it. He hit it. He ain't got it. Hey, we'll see you next time, Melissa Montgomery. Thanks for tuning in today. Brett Padgett said, you sure those weren't Georgia female cats? They sure were fast. They might have been. Lacey says, next fish, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Guaranteed. You're going to be close, Lacey. Douglas, a good thing you made a double batch. I think so too. We'd be out otherwise. Ben here, he says, have you caught any grassies yet? They most definitely bite fake corn. Some sessions, I'll only get grass carp, no comments. I have not been. I have not got any grass carp ever on rod and reel. I take that back. I did somehow luck into one on a gulp minnow one time on an ultralight. That's the only one I've ever caught on rod and reel though. I did shoot a few bow fishing back in the day. But even then, it wasn't very many. I know they're in here. I just don't see them. I didn't see a whole lot of them when I was bow fishing. And I haven't caught any since I've been carp fishing more. So, I don't know. I don't know what the secret is, but I ain't figured it out yet. Jalen says to catch them, you can use bread. We got some bread out. I may have to rebait this one right here because that fish hit it pretty hard. And he was clearly over there. He's probably ate up all that pack bait. The cherry tomato still ain't got no action since we put it out. The power poles are moving a little bit here. I may need to sink them down a little bit further. This thing right here though, this is what's allowing me to carp fish as much as I am now, is them power poles. They are ungodly priced for what they are. They are ridiculous. But to go into these creeks like this one here, there's nowhere to pull up on the bank. Like that grassy area over there, that's somebody's yard. I'm not gonna get in somebody's yard. And you look around this creek, it's just overgrown trees. You know, there's no way I can pull up on the bank. And pulling up to the edge of the water, it's still deep enough to float the kayak. So I just can't keep my lines still out there. I can't keep them stationary. And the power poles have been a huge help for that. So it hurt me in the wallet to get them, but it's one of those things that I'm thankful I got after the fact. I had a little buyer's remorse when I clicked buy on the purchase, but now they've really worked out well. I don't know why the battery in the remote was dead already though. I got to get some new batteries, because if I hadn't have a second remote, I'd have been in trouble today. Wormy said he felt a bite coming on 30 seconds from now. I think it's been beyond 30 seconds, Wormy. You must have been feeling an ant crawling up your leg or something. Sabrina Shelton says, use your ultralight setup faithfully. I've caught so many fish with it. I use the ultralight and 1-inch gulp minnow fishing the Powell River and catch trout, bass, red eye. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm glad it's working out, Sabrina. I was using it yesterday, actually. I caught some bluegill and some redbreast, and you just have fun with it, you know. You always get bit, you always get action, and when I go fishing, I want to catch fish. So it's a lot of fun. Travis York says they like dog food too. I'm gonna scroll on down. I'm gonna see how far behind I am in the chat here. Ain't too bad. Big Pokey, I ain't doing no pay lakes. I don't support them places. Brady Parish, I don't use liver. Let me do a couple things here, y'all. Let me set that back up here. I'm gonna get my remotes out again. I'm gonna try to drive these things down a little. I got these remotes with power poles, and when you hit the down button twice, it drives them down into the mud. And these, I was saying there earlier in the stream, when I've caught these fish and I've leaned over in the kayak and stand up to cast, I'm rocking my weight back and forth. And so I end up working these poles free from the mud. And so I have to, when I'm having days like today, I have to end up pushing that button a few times to keep driving them down further each time I work myself free from them. But I think what I'm gonna do right quick, before I turn that camera back around, this rod had got hit and didn't hook up, and it ain't been back for us. So I'm gonna cast out some more bait on it. And I think I'm gonna reel in the cherry tomato also and just put some more pack bait on it. The other rod should be okay out there because we just got it out with fresh bait. You see what's happening, y'all? You see what's happening? We've caught so many fish that I have a 3-minute break, and now I'm impatient. I gotta get my fix, you know, get my next fish on. Get spoilt doing this. All right, there goes that back out. Let me make sure that thing's, yeah, it's good. That one's hung on something there for a second. Well, my cherry tomato was gone on that one. That could be one reason why we ain't catching nothing on it. I ain't gonna I ain't gonna catch fish on a bare hook out here this morning. Glad I checked that thing now. We'll put the other half of that cherry tomato on. Put a little bit more pack bait on the lead here. There we go. Next rig going out. Yeah, I think that explains why we wasn't catching nothing on that one. All right. Oh, somebody hit me up right there, buddy. Who is that? Who's hit me up? Ruger 7750. He says, how do you retrieve your chung bags, or do they just rot away? Thank you for that super chat, Ruger. So, fun fact about the chum bags, I've quit using them, and here's why. So, I went out, and I'm trying to think, I believe it's going to be the next video, which will come out tomorrow. I had sank chum bags, which were basically mesh laundry bags, filled them full of horse feed and cattle cubes, put a rock in the bag to sink them, and I had a piece of line with a float attached to it so that I could go retrieve them. And I go the next day back to fish where those bags were, and one of my bags was gone. And I thought, what the hell, you know, the bag was completely gone. And I thought, that's so weird, you know, because I didn't think anybody would be in that creek. There wasn't no boats going to get up in there, and I didn't think there'd be any kayaks or anything, but, you know, you never know. But I thought somebody had saw that bag with the float and just took it out of there. But I'd sunk too. So I fished that area, caught the hell out of some fish. Went back down further in the creek where I'd sank the second bag. Throw my baits out, and I ain't catching nothing. Nothing. I mean, I sat there, and I thought that area would just be loaded because of where I'd sank that food. I thought there'd be carp all around it. Nothing. So I finally go check my bag. It's empty. All the food's gone. And it's chewed to pieces. The turtles chewed through my mesh bags. And so then I got to thinking, I was like, well, did somebody take my other mesh bag, that first one, or did the turtles just carry it off? So I stopped using the mesh bags. So now I'm just going into areas, which again, I'm behind on videos. You'll see this coming up. I take a 5-gallon bucket and I just toss out food everywhere. Horse feed. I didn't bring anything with me today, but I'm just tossing out cattle cubes and horse feed and then go back the next day and fish. And I can spread it out further so the turtles just can't, because the turtles, I thought they were bad for catfish, and they're pretty bad for carp fishing too. They'll eat all the food. I mean, they're ridiculous. I don't know how them people over in England and Europe can toss out Spam for Wells catfish and let it set out all night. If I did that here, if I tried some kind of lunch meat here, the turtles would have it gone in under 2 minutes. It would be blink of an eye. They'd destroy it. They'd destroy everything. So anyway, to answer your question, Ruger, I'm done with the mesh bags, but that's how I was doing it in my experiment. Hey, Sabrina, that's pretty awesome about your rod there. That's some pretty good service. I've got 2 of them St. Croix Panfish Series rods, and thankfully I've never broke either one of them. But I've had both of them several years, and they're still going strong, so pretty good quality. Dean Tillman, my back's good, man. I've been going to the chiropractor. We just cut back to once a week, and I've been doing my core strength exercises, and I feel good. I feel as good as I have in months, so no more sciatic pain. I'm still not doing long trips in the kayak, but that's mainly just because it's so dang hot. But otherwise, I feel like I'm back to normal. Thank you for asking. Trevor Wagner just came in from carp fishing with his daughter. Now they're watching me. That's awesome, Trevor. I hope you caught some today. They were using raspberry pack bait. His 7-year-old caught more than him this morning. Scott Fegan, shout out to Abilene, Texas. Rob 5706, he caught grass carp on crankbaits. Look right here. Look right here, Rob. It's time to reel in another. Both these rods are getting hit. Same time. They're both getting hit. I'm gonna pick up on this one first. Hey, Ruger, if you still watching, I'm gonna dedicate one to Ruger right here. Ruger's another long time member and supporter of this channel. He just hit me with a 10 spot, and I'm gonna dedicate one of these to him. We'll find somebody else to dedicate the other one to. These fish have swam over each other. It's like heat-seeking missiles. They just lock into each other. Hopefully that one will keep swimming to the right. I gotta tighten up my line here on the cherry tomato rod. I think I've gotten lucky again somehow, as long as they keep going the directions they are. I don't know how I can keep getting so lucky without getting all these tangled. This one's just coming right at me, by gosh. Ruger, your fish is coming right at me, man. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. Holy cow. There's no way this fish is done. There's no way he's done. He didn't fight hard enough for as big as he is. Ruger, your fish has got some size to him, buddy. Look at the head on him, man. I don't think he's very long, but boy, that one is thick, and that's what she said. A beaching's to it on that. Come back up here and show yourself, fish. Look at that, man. That's a thick one, buddy. He's got that knob on his head. All right. I don't think he's fought as hard as he should have, though, for as big as he is. I'm gonna put him back in the rod holder now. Let's get the double here. We'll find somebody to dedicate this one to in a minute. Boy, he's gonna show out now, ain't he? Look at him go now. Now he's gonna peel off some more line. Hopefully he don't get my cherry tomato rod. I need one of y'all to come through the screen here and take over one of these rods, commandeer one of them. I'm reeling in a stick with this one. I'm gonna have to dedicate the fish and the stick to somebody. Hell, that's more than a stick. That's a whole damn brush pile I'm bringing in with that one. This fish found him a crappie brush pile out there and broke off half of it. Listen, fish, I need you to stay on this side over here. Don't get over there with the other one. This fish, so he gonna do what he wants to do. He just crossed over that other fish. Doggone it. I need to flip that brush pile off my line. I don't know how that fish, he just swam right around that other one, y'all, and didn't get in the line somehow. I got a mess right here. I need to get this brush pile off my line so I can really moan in. You never know what you're gonna catch when you're watching me. I've reeled in turtles. I've reeled in sticks. Let me get a hold of this thing here. Doggone it. Doggone tree limb. What a mess this. He got it. I mean, he did circles around this thing too. I bet you my braid of line, he probably sawed that branch off the brush pile out there. Doggone. I think I made it worse. At least he's being calm right now for a minute. There. I made it worse before I made it better, but he's still on. Oh, he's going back over. These fish are going to end up. These fish are going to end up all around each other. Doggone it. Oh, I about knocked the phone off. Did I lose you? Nope, you still there. I got all kinds of technical problems. I about knocked it off the chest. I'm about to tighten up on this one. He needs to get over here and calm his ass down. We ain't spinning laps around each other, fish. We ain't picking out that mess today. He's still trying to get over there with that fish. Oh, come on, fish. Come on. Now this is an ornery thing right here. He just keeps, the other one didn't hardly fight much at all for its size, and this one here has outperformed his size. And he still ain't done. Come on, stay up from that motor. Stay up from that. Boy, he wants to go over there so bad he can't stand it. Listen, fish, we're gonna net you and we're gonna find somebody to dedicate you. Ruger's getting the other one over there. We're gonna find somebody to dedicate this one to. Okay, oh Lord, I got splashed again. Boy, that's another thick one too though, man. That one ain't no slouch either. I don't think this one is as big as Ruger's, but that's a pretty good fish. What an ordeal that was. They kept wanting to go toward each other, every which direction. That's awesome. I'm about out of breath on that. Oh, 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 hey. Indoor behavior. Hey, indoors. He's wound up, man. Let me pick somebody out here. Last comment there, Trevor Wagner. My daughter would love it if you would dedicate a fish to her. Her name is Catherine. Catherine, honey, this one right here. This one right here is probably smaller than the ones you've been out there catching today, Catherine, but that one's for you. That old ornery thing right there. We got him. He's got that big knot on his head, Catherine. That one's for you, darling. Thank you for watching the videos. Oh, whoa! He gone. That one was something else. All right, let's land Ruger's fish here. I want to get Ruger's fish over here. His was the bigger of the two. And somehow or another, I kept those fish apart. I don't know how I done it. That's the miracle of the day. I still don't think this fish has fought as hard as he should have for his size, which is a little concerning now that it's time to net him and bring him in. We're gonna make it happen though. He's coming in, whether he's ready or not. Come on. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, buddy. Come on. Get your hind end back over here, fish. You beat now. You beat whether you want to be or not. He saved all his energy till he gets right here now. He don't want to come in. No, I missed him. Close. Now he's going to strip off. He's going to strip off some more line. I enjoy the hell out of this, y'all. I wish I'd been doing this long before. I used to think, these carp trash fish, I used to think that all the hair rigs and dough baits and corn and all that stuff was silly. Didn't make any sense, and now I spend so much time researching this crap, it's ridiculous. I've done a complete 180. Come on now. You time to be in this net, you old knothead. Oh, goodness. I knew it. He didn't fight hard enough on the initial fight. He got all this energy still left. He is an ox, man. That's one of the things about a catfish, they seem to tire out pretty quick. They ain't no quitting these carp. They just keep going on you, and you can't just reach down and grab them by the mouth because they ain't got no, catfish got handles. These carp here, you got to get them in a net. Ruger, if you still watching, buddy, this is a solid fish right here. I don't know if it's the biggest one of the morning weight-wise, but it's close. Length-wise, it's not. It's just thick. It's a thick fish. He's got a belly on him. He's like some of these people out here and you see at the Walmart on them little motorized wheelchair carts. Oh, buddy. Look at the belly on that thing, man. I swear, holding him up there on the camera, I feel like he don't look as big on the camera as what he does in my hands. Well, that's a dang good one, man. Carp, you were a battle getting you in this net, buddy. You were out of control. He got a little wound there. Probably from all that flopping around you was doing. I'm gonna try to spin him like that. I mean, look how wide he is. That is it's a thick fish. He was something else. Ruger, thank you for the super chat, buddy. That one's for you. Go on now, go home. Go get even bigger. Man, oh man. Oh man. It's been a good morning out here, y'all. Dang good morning. I've had some fun today. How long have we been live? Under 3 hours. Ton of fish caught. Well, let's get us some more baits out right fast. We may catch some more. The quality seems to be, when I first started catching fish out here, for those of you that have been here the whole stream, if any of you have been, when we first started catching fish, they were on the smaller side. If you notice, the last hour or so here, the quality has been much improved. The bigger fish are moving in. I've got to fix this hook back. I don't know how that works in the carp world, if that's typical, if the better quality move in later or what. I don't know. I don't have enough experience to rely on to answer my own questions. You know what the best thing about today is? So when I go home today, I don't have to edit this video. Since I'm live, I don't have to edit it. This would have been, with this many fish, this would have been a long video today. All right, let me make another cast here with this one. Cherry tomato. Still ain't been hit out there. A little disappointed in the cherry tomato results so far. But the pack bait and fake corn getting it done. That wind's picking up, y'all. I hope it don't blow up a storm on me. I don't think it's supposed to happen till this evening. I got something going on with my line. Okay, there it came. I'll be back there to that chat box here in a minute. Whew. It has been a productive morning out here, y'all. All right, next bait's out. Loosen my drag again. We're back at it. All right, let me get back to the chat box, see where I left off. I think I'd left off on Ruger. Oh boy, the pornos people are back. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, at least they got blocked. Tim Zazimski says, tree bass. Should have took that branch home with me. Trevor Wagner said, I made his daughter's day. I'm glad I could make somebody's day today. Ruger said, woohoo, I got me one. Heck yeah, you did, Ruger. Thank you for supporting the channel, buddy. We need to get a timer going since I just cast out these rods again, how long it's going to take to get another fish on there. Amos Bailey says, do you think you will chase the stripers? I may get after them again here eventually, Amos. Problem is with the stripers right now is there's so many damn people where I'd want to fish for them at. I'd much rather be in one of these creeks back here and not see anybody. Sabrina Shelton says, where are you able to find skipjack this time of year? Main Lake and the dams. You'll see them out busting Main Lake, like over open water right now. That's where they've been at around here, and then below the dams this time of year is always good. Jalen Culp said he's going to get him a sweatshirt this winter, man. I hope you do. Ryan McKim says catch some monster gator gar. I'm going to try to catch some in Texas when I go this fall. There's Myron High. Old Raptor thought he's going to help him find some fast swim. They probably are some on them sites. Now, Douglas Medlin, check the radar. Douglas, you're a good man. Thanks for checking the radar for me, buddy. All right, we got people saying. Sabrina Shelton, 2 minutes, 15 seconds, upstate angler. It's 10:40 last cast. Upstate angler, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. So we'll see. We'll see here. It's 10:43 right now, so it's been a little while. Chris Hoglow. He says, how much money have you invested in the kayak you're in right now, including all the accessories? Ooh, too damn much. I got $2,100 in the kayak hull itself. The motor, I think is $1,300, I think. Live scope, 2,000 something. Power poles was, I think, $1,300. So too damn much is the answer, but I love it. So that's all that matters. It's worth every penny to me. Chris Venata, that's when I'm coming to Texas, actually, is in November. 15th through the 17th, I'm buffalo fishing, and then going to try to do some gar fishing either before or after that. Daniel Duran helping out with the spammers. I appreciate it, buddy. Hey, there's Keith. Doc Reed. What's going on, Keith? Upstate Angler says it's been 4 minutes. Look right there. There's the cherry tomato rod, Upstate Angler. It got hit. Oh, here goes this one now. Oh, that one's definitely hooked up. The tomato got hit and didn't get hooked up for some reason. Well, maybe he did. Maybe he did get hooked up. Boy, I've got a double. This one swam that way too. I kind of want to set this in back. I'm really interested in what's ate the cherry tomato over here if he's on. Is he coming? Oh, he didn't hook up. He hit it. They stole my tomato on that, y'all. Dang. Well, let's get that rod out of the way at least. We'll reel this one in. Won't have to worry about him getting in that other line. He said he'll find something to get into running like that, won't he? Good golly. That's a heck of a run. Yeah, for those of you that took the under bet there on the time it took, you all lost. This one took a little longer to find it. He feels like he's going to be worth the wait, though. It feels like a pretty good fish. It's been a while. I'll go ahead and plug Catfish Sumo again. CatfishSumo.com. Code word kayak, get you 10% off your order. You can buy these rods there. The chopsticks, what I'm out here using today. You can get you the Signature Series Kayak Catfish rod. I'll be using those again when I get back after the catfish here soon. CatfishSumo.com got you covered on all your catfish needs. Hopefully it gets you covered on all your carp fishing needs here at some point soon if I can talk the owner into it. I still ain't got to look at this fish. He feels like he's got some weight to him. He's right out there about 20, 30 feet away. Come here, fish. I just want to get a look at you, see what you are. He's taking back off again now. Yeah, oh boy, he flashed his head up there, took one look at me and said, sayonara. He said he got better places to be than on this YouTube video. You know, and the funny thing is, now that I'm getting over here and getting a closer look, he felt like, he is a strong fish, and he felt like he had some weight on him. And he's not bad, but he ain't as big as what I thought he was. These dang things are just, they got so much strength for their size. Let me put y'all back up here in this front mount. Well, I can land this thing here. Dang old fish. That cherry tomato though, it got hit and just didn't stay hooked. Stole the bait. All right, fish. You whooped now. Come on over here. Okay, I got him. Oh, that was another splash to the face. I got my back rod hung back here too. How the hell did I do that? There we go. Okay. Yeah, you know, on second look here, this fish does have some weight to him. He ain't very long, but he's got some weight. He made a heck of a run. Let me get hold of him here. Where's the hook at, you fish? There it is. I need to find somebody to dedicate this to. Anybody want a fish dedicated to them today? Let's scroll up here. Keith Doc Reed, buddy. There's another long-time channel member. That one's for you, Keith. I hope you're still watching. He's a heck of a fight, man. I mean, y'all saw it. He was a pulling hard, but he ain't as big as what I thought he would be once I got him in here. I just heard his feelings. You see him stick his fin up, that's him flipping me a bird. Get out of here, fish. Hey, tell Keith Doc Reed before you go. Tell him thank you for being a long-time channel supporter. The fish says he ain't telling you nothing, Keith. He ain't telling you a daggone thing, Keith. Whoo! Another one down. Fun times. Boy, that wind is picking up, buddy. Feels good, but it's going to have me all cattywampus here because I keep working my poles free. Let me get my pole buttons here. Don't it? All right. About as good as it's going to get, I reckon. This mud's just soft over here. Every time I move, I'm working them things free. I'm going to put some more on here. I might as well reel in another fish. I'm enjoying it. We got anybody? Yeah, we still got people in here watching. Let's just keep reeling them in. What time is it anyway? 10:51. We'll give it another 20-30 minutes and stay live. I'm gonna be home about noon today, probably. Play with the dog. I ain't told y'all I got a new dog, have I? I got a dog. I was gonna announce the dog on a upcoming bicycle video, and I ain't got the bicycle yet. There's another company that's giving me a bicycle. Y'all believe that? I just got one a few months ago. Hellfire. I just cast it all. I got to talking about the dog and just casted all that pack bait off the line. Let's see. Let's put some more on. Doggone it. Yeah, got me a new dog, y'all. The girlfriend finally caved. Didn't get the original dog that I wanted at the shelter, but we got another one from the shelter that she liked a little better. And it's been a little bit of an ordeal. We got some behavioral issues, both with the girlfriend and the dog. We will eventually break the dog's behavior. The girlfriend, probably not. But it's been working out okay overall. Ups and downs with the behavior. But she's a pretty good dog for the most part. They found her animal control, picked her up somewhere there in Knoxville. No microchip, no collar, didn't have any, hadn't been spayed or anything. And nobody claimed her there at the shelter, so I ended up getting her. I think she's going to be a pretty good yard work supervisor, YouTube co-star. She's got a lot to learn about the job. We'll get her there. Called an old friend the other day, somebody I'd worked with. He was a nurse, but prior to that, he was in the military. He was a dog trainer, trained the bomb sniffing dogs. And so he's real good about, oh Lord, right here, y'all. This rod I just cast out. I literally just cast it out. Just like that, it's running. It's running. Well, he's making a hell of a run too. I mean, I couldn't get the other rod back out. Oh, shoot. Broke me off. He got him a souvenir. He broke me off. I don't know how that happened. He must have took me over something sharp. Man, he took the whole, he broke me off above the sinker. Hellfire, that's $5 in them sinkers. Dadgummit. Man, y'all know I hate losing them sinkers. I hate losing them things. I got one pre-rigged here though. Dang man. I hate that. He must have just took me over something sharp and cut that braid. Well, let me finish my cherry tomato rig. I'll get back to the chat. I really want to get one on this cherry tomato. I want it to happen bad. I don't know if it will or not. We almost had one there that hit it. For whatever reason, he just didn't stay hooked. Oh, let me cast it out. Well, I bet you got that phone. We got obstacles in here today. As always, got the line around the rod tip. Okay, now we got it. I'm gonna cast this one over there. All right. Now let's get this one. That's a damn nice run he was on too. He must have just found something sharp down there, a rock or something. It's mostly mud in this creek, it's mud bottom. But there are brush piles and stuff people have sunk, and they sink them with rocks and blocks and stuff, so. Okay. We're back in business. We'll see how long those baits last. I have no idea where I left off at. Yeah. Let me just scroll up. I think I'm good. I hope I didn't miss anybody's super chat or anything. There's Keith. He says, "Where's Nikki?" I don't know. I ain't seen Nikki in here today. I know, Ed. The girlfriend gave in. She finally gave in. This dog's pretty cute, so she was more agreeable to it than the other one. I admit the other dog I liked was kind of ugly, but this one's a lot cuter. They also got another dog up there at the shelter that I'm trying to talk her into. It's an old, looks like it's about half dead. It's in bad shape, and I want to bring it home so bad and make its final days the best days ever. But I can't talk her into it. She don't want no old sick dog. Holocheck said rescue dogs are the best. Yeah, the problem I think with my dog right now is it was only at the shelter for a week or so. I don't think it was up there long enough to really appreciate me because it keeps wanting to use the house as a bathroom. And we're going to break it of that. But that other dog that's about half dead up there, I know it would appreciate me. It would love me. This other one keeps getting in the fire pit and eating stuff it ain't supposed to, and we're gonna learn it how to act right. Again, the girlfriend, no, I ain't never gonna learn her how to act right. Daniel Durant said, "Call a cop. That Carp are being thieves." You got that right. We got robbed. Yeah, that's a good observation, Upstate Angler. Them tomatoes may have got knocked off on the cast, possibly. Outdoor and fishing, kid. No, I can't make it down there to Mississippi Saturday, but hopefully I'll get down there at some point in the future. Thank you for the invite. Hey, thank you, Stephen Stanton. There's Chris Clay in the house. He's a Catfish Club member. The tomato, Chris Clay. Look right here, Chris. I'm gonna dedicate this one to Chris if we get it in. He's a Catfish Club member. That's on the tomato. We finally got the tomato to eat. We'll be careful with him. I don't want to lose this. And maybe the only one we get on a tomato today. I don't want to lose him. I'd really like to know what he is too. Doggone fish. Still can't believe that other one just broke my line off. It's odd where it broke at. It broke above the sinker. It's weird. Yeah, we're gonna dedicate this in here. Catfish Club member. I appreciate the hell out of you and those of you that sign up for the club and support this channel on a monthly basis. It's a big help. I'm glad you can enjoy the video. We got a double going on here. We got a double. Wonder why this rod over here ain't been. It's been a while since it got hit. I'm gonna deal with the one in the hand. We're gonna deal with Che Tomato here first. This one feels, he's running weird, y'all. I mean, I'm pulling him in here. It's just, he's solid. But he's not making a hard, that one's making a hard run. This one ain't making a hard run right now. He's just kind of going. He's kind of just doing his own thing like I'm just not even here. He feels solid though, man. He just turned on me now. He's coming this way. He's coming this way. He's coming right at us. I still don't even know what he is. Kind of hope it's a buffalo. I'd love to catch a buffalo out here today. We've caught, for those of you tuning in, we've caught a bunch of carp, commons. Got one mirror carp, which is awesome. And we've got 3 catfish, 3 blues. Yeah, that's a big common right there. That's a big one, man. What a weird fight. He's just kind of been a solid, oh, now he knows he's hooked. He knows something's wrong now. He's just going to splash around out there and flop, and he can do it too. He saved his energy. He was letting me pull on him for most of the fight, and now he's going to pull on me. Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid fish. I'm about to set him back here though and work on the other one. Let's set him there. Let's see if this one's still on. Yeah, this one's still on. He's way over there to the left. This one's kind of fighting the same way. He may have tired himself out fighting in the rod holder before I could pick him up. I wish I'd been keeping track of how many we caught. This may be a new record for me as far as number of fish caught on the live stream. There's been a bunch today. This one, of course, is going to come right over here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to run this one around the other side of the kayak over here if we can. If we can just steer him over here on this side. Come over here, buddy. Let's put you in that rod holder. Oh, look at him. He's right there rubbing that line against my motor. These fish, he's trying to saw that line off while I fight his friend here. These fish are Houdini, man. They're escape artists. I swear they could bust out Alcatraz. Oh man, look at this one. Look at this one, guys. This one's almost black. I want to get this one back up here and take a look at him. I got a glimpse of him there. I mean, he is dark. Wow, weird. He ain't done. Oh, this one, yeah, this one's. Oh, this one here, man, he's ugly. This is the big ugly right here. We'll have to find somebody that's big and ugly to dedicate this one to. I'm gonna go ahead and land this one. We'll land him first, that way I don't lose him, because he's interesting. We've got some interesting fish out here today. That one mirror carp was awesome. I'm gonna have to go back and get a screenshot so I can have a picture of that mirror. This one here. Oh heck, I'm tripled, y'all. I'm tripled. Look at that. That rod's going down there now too. I got all 3 rods hit right now. We got fish on every one of them, buddy. I want to get this one landed though. This one's weird looking, man. He's dark. He still ain't ready. He's gonna pull some more. Let me find somebody here. We were doing the other one there for Chris Clay. He said, "Country is my nickname." Well, by God, Country, that other one there is for you. Let's dedicate this one here to Douglas Medlin, why don't we? He's another channel member. Douglas, I'm gonna dedicate this ugly one here to you. Douglas, this fish here, man, let me hold this fish up here, guys. This fish here is ugly. He ain't got no eyeballs. This is Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Hey, oh. He didn't like me pointing out the fact he ain't got no eyeballs. He is. Wow, this fish is jacked up, man. I still got this other one pulling over here like a banshee. No! Oh, calm it down, fish. Come on now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta pick this one up. I gotta pick this one up and tighten down. He's gonna spool me if I don't. He's making a run. I'm tripled this one here and the floor is going absolutely bonkers. I'm just gonna, golly. I'm just gonna fight this one for a second. Hang on, fish. Lord almighty. I'm gonna get you. I'm sorry I called you ugly, but you are. You ugly as sin. You are ugly as sin. You ain't got no eyeballs in your head. Douglas meddling, your fish is out of control here. All right, this one's running this way. Let me set him over here. I got to get this under control, man. This fish is, he's gonna cause some damage. No! This fish, y'all, first off, I can't get a hold of him. He is a big fish. I want you to look at this fish, how dark he is. But look at his eyes. He has no eyes on either side. I mean, like it's not like they've been injured or anything. They're just not there. There's no place for them. Check that out. What a dark fish. That is awesome. What a unique fish, man. He is blind, but gosh, he is just, he's eating good. He's blind, he can't see nothing, but by gosh, look how big he is, man. He's functioning just fine. All right, Douglas meddling, here's yours, buddy. Let's get you fish going. Man, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something, that's an ordeal. We got 3 rods going down at once. I think I want to land Country's fish here before I bring that other one in and get him all wrapped up in this one. This is Chris Clay, Country's fish. He's a channel member. We'll find somebody else to dedicate this other one to whenever I get around to him. Come here, fish. Come here. Ah, I botched that attempt. Okay, got him. Buddy, that's another solid fish. They have gotten bigger as the morning has went on here. We started out this stream, I don't know, 3 hours ago. Didn't get anything for 20, 30 minutes, I guess, before the first bite. Somewhere in there. And when we started getting bit, it was smaller fish, and now the quality has picked up big time. Every one of these fish now have just been solid. This one here, this one was the one that ate the cherry tomato. This one's Chris Clay, Catfish Club members fish. Let me get the hook out. Cherry tomato's gone there, but he'd eat it. Come here, fish. Let me hold you up. There you go, Chris Clay. Thanks for supporting the channel, buddy. Country, they call him. That's what he said. All right. Fish, tell them bye. Tell these people bye, would you? He ain't telling you nothing. He ain't telling you nothing nice. Well, we say we reel in another one here. Fish number 3 of the triple. I ain't adjusting the camera back on the chest for this, and I'm gonna sit right here and reel him in. They're just, I mean, we can't hardly keep a line out. I've tossed out so much pack bait over the course of the last 3 hours that they're just all rooting around in that area, and every time you cast out, it just adds more scent. And now that the wind's picked up and blowing, it's pushing on out into the deeper part of the creek here, which undoubtedly is bringing in more carp even. Oh no. This fish has got me in something. Oh man, we've been so lucky today. I'm wrapped in something. Come on, there he comes. I got him out of it. Lucky again. Lucky again. Yeah, he's way out there to my left, but he ain't got nothing. I ain't got any other lines out. There's nothing for him to get wrapped up in other than brush piles and stuff out there. I can't believe that last fish though. I mean, he was so dark and blind, and I mean, he's clearly eating good though. I mean, he had some weight on him to not be able to see. And it wasn't like an injury either. I mean, I think he was probably born blind because his eyes were just, the eye sockets were completely covered over. This fish wants to go back here and get my parapoles, apparently. Come on, fish, turn for me. There you go. Yeah, this one here ain't quite as exciting after getting that real dark one that was blind. Gosh, he still ain't done, is he? There's no quitting these things. I quit long before the fish do. All right, get the net over here. Well, I'll have the net ready when he's done. He ain't quite ready yet. Who are we gonna dedicate this to? While he tires himself out, let me scroll up here and see if I can find somebody. I hope I ain't missed no super chats. I hope I ain't missed none. If I have, I apologize. These fish have kind of kept me busy today. It's been an active morning for sure. Okay. Getting that net, boy. You getting that net? There he is. There he is. He's in there. Whew, that's another solid fish, man. Got my line all wrapped up. It's always around there. Here we go. Woo! I'm a little bit tired, y'all. I don't know about yins. I'm tired. Oh! Boy, he smashed my foot on something. This fish right here is still full of PP and vinegar. Oh! Boy, man, he's still... I've brought this one in a little too green. I'd get that hook out of him if he'd calm it down. Okay, there's the hook out of him at least. There's the hook out. We'll get that mess out of the way so I don't end up wearing that thing. Let me find me somebody to dedicate one more fish to here. Let me scroll down here. I'm so far away in the chat box. Sean Chili, how about that? He's been a long time viewer. Sean Chili, that ornery devil's for you, buddy. I ain't got any lines out, y'all. All 3 lines right there, that last triple. Got it tore up, man. We've went through, I had this bag come out here this morning. It was about up to here. We've used that much in A little over 3 hours now. It's been on out here today, y'all. If y'all just tuning into this stream, I've lost count of how many fish I got, but it's been on fire. The bite has been insane today. This carp fishing's fun, y'all. Let me just make sure I ain't missed nothing here in the chat box. And then we got to figure out a plan here. What time is it? It's after 11. Hey, Chat Cats was in the house. What's going on, Joe? I don't know if he's still watching or not, but glad you stopped by, buddy. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I'm just scrolling through here. Make sure, Lord, I got fishing line blowing in my face. Yeah, Big Mike says it's getting hot out there. The wind's blowing so much here, it ain't too bad. I'm still in the shade. Gary Wormy Rich is a great video, Justin. Hope y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you, Gary. Thanks for tuning in today. James Phil says, dude, I thought you was the catfish catching master. You're the man. Thank you, James. Douglas Medlin says, wonder if he could have been in the spawn during the accident. That was weird though, wasn't it? That fish was just weird. Sean Chili. Yeah, my sciatica, I've been going to the chiropractor and doing core strength exercises, and I feel good, man. I feel like I'm back to normal. Hunt for Life says, loves the live streams. Lord, we got more pornos popping up. Well, y'all, I think I may get out of here. I hate to leave the fish biting, but by the time I get packed up and get home, it's going to be about noon. So I think leaving on a triple with what one crazy looking fish is probably a pretty good way to end it, as I could possibly end this stream. Ton of carp today. Mirror carp, which was awesome. I'm going to have to go back and get this video and get me some screenshots of that mirror carp and that blind carp. And then we got 3 blue cats out here also today, which was pretty cool. I thought I might get some cats in here. So started out slow, but in 3 hours time caught a ton of fish. Started out with 5 rods, had to go down with 3, and could probably be getting by with just 1 rod, truth be told. So it's been an awesome morning. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed it out here. It's been a fair number of people in here to be Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock when we started this thing. So I appreciate you tuning in, whether you're watching from home or work or wherever. Everybody who super chatted me today, thanks. Y'all help keep the channel running, and I appreciate you for it. Every penny helps, and I appreciate you. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Go get me a bite to eat. And if the weather allows, I'll get after somewhere tomorrow and try to catch some more fish somewhere. So anyway, y'all, have a good day. Be safe wherever you're at. We'll do it again soon.